I think you're just reading things off of the furry sites on the internet now.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it.
All right.
What is the call of a bird shark? I don't know, but when you hear it, you better run.
We are beginning session 79. Make sure you close everything else and turn on your sound. No distractions. Kyle, when you can, please give us a recap of session 78.
Kyle, this is
Necro.
This is
Necro, when you get a chance, please give us a recap of session 78.
I know we're used to it being me now, but
Yeah, I got your back, boo.
Alright, let's see. Session 78.
I'm reconnecting. I had to just Skype does the thing, so give me a moment.
Or not. No, session 78, I believe we started on the 12th of Kuthona. In-game. And it was the 12th, and we're all thinking, well, tomorrow we've got to go to Big City and attend the ball to start ousting the drow who may or may not have ingrained themselves into the ceremony. We are fairly certain that it is true. And given later evidence, we're more than certain. So on the 12th, everybody does a couple of errands. Kurtal goes out with a few people to dress up nice and meet with Namwin to reassure him that he is in fact not dead anymore. And gets a task to collect dragon's blood and dragon meat to help with some condition called being spell broken, which he does not know of. Kurtal, I mean. Ilaria, in the meantime, went off to interrogate the false wife of the migrant. And Sollyn came along with her, and they almost lost her. Because bards are some kind of bullshit, let me tell you. And I believe, what is it called? That spell? Liberating Command. Yeah, Liberating Command was a problem, but they eventually got her back under control and have her locked away in the Athulan Tranquility after gathering some pretty decent evidence and having her write down more damning evidence against herself and their cause. I don't quite remember what Rolun was doing. I don't think it was anything super important.
He was sleeping because he was hurt.
I'm not even saying anything.
No, that's true, yeah. I remember him being hurt. I just don't remember him doing anything. I
Teeth
thought he just
kicked in because he tried to save her. Sorry, but
No, I remembered that he didn't do much, mostly because I thought he was trying to spend time with Zeta, but no, that's right. He was exhausted and wanted to recoup from his injuries.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was set on fire just like everyone else. Thank you very much.
Yeah, funny that. So that's what happened on the 12th. On the 13th, big day, everybody puts on their dandiest outfits, dappers the fuck up. Katrina puts out her extreme makeup kit. Several people died. And we make our way...
That's the problem.
We make our way to the city where the ball is being held. And looking around, we discover that it's not the ball itself, the introductory ceremony, is not happening for a little while, so we walk around. We get a feel for the town. We're perusing the area, as it were. We see some big fucker walking around doing something or another, and then he goes away. And then Sollyn, in all of his naivete and just old school Robin and Batman, do good or gee golly Batman kind of ideals, sees a white fox and says, "Hey, what's that? I want to go investigate it." Despite getting several warnings saying if you see a white creature, don't go investigate that. So yeah. He does tell Kurtal, though. He has the frame of mind saying, "Hey, I saw a thing. It was a white fox-looking thing. Look over there." And Kurtal sees it. It waves at him, and he immediately goes, "Fuck!" And gets super defensive. And becomes very authoritative and informs the others being Ilaria, Poogie, Katrina, Rolun, basically everybody who is more senior to the Cabal.
Thank you for not forgetting.
And we immediately make our way towards the castle keep. What's the proper term here? Castle or keep?
Yes.
Yeah, either way.
Yes.
We immediately make our way over there, keeping an eye out for anyone who may or may not be suspicious, but we can't be sure because, as Kurtal saw, the fox turned into a woman and the woman turned into 3 women, which, they don't normally do that. Or so I've been told. In the castle, we give Sollyn a rundown as to what Lamron is, how she hides, and why she's a bad person overall, and generally just should have a very big frowny face on her report card. Then we go to the ball. After getting ourselves prettied up, and we meet people. We rub elbows with the grease of society. It ruins our outfits. And in the party, a few interesting things comes up. We learn more lore about the world, which is very nice. And we come across an interesting character whose name I do believe is Arnulf.
Arnulf.
Yes.
Arnulf, that's right. I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it correctly. Thank you.
Eat.
Arnulf, who we vaguely remember, we being John, myself, and Tucker, from our time in Naran. And through some investigations from Kurtal and some pseudo-diplomacy, I will just say very light-handed interrogation, pretty much, we found out that he is from Naran, but has lost his memory, supposedly, because of an accident with a wizard. So we think he's probably involved with something that we did over there. Later on, Sollyn wrestles either the prince or the duke, wins, and does inappropriate things with his ovipositor to the prize, who was their cousin.
Yes.
Then we all go to sleep. Next day, we find out that nothing's really going on until later in the day, in the afternoon, really. You do have an ovipositor. I said it in the recap. It's canon now.
Finally! Finally! I've been validated!
So yes, next day, the 14th of Chthona. There's nothing planned for the day, really, but there is something going on in the evening. So, after going through the leads that we picked up the night before, we decide we're going to go and investigate a seamstress in town, who may have been one of the prince's, what's the term kids use nowadays? Side bitches.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what they use.
Yes. We did learn that she does have business with the royal family somehow, because we recognized a jacket that she used was covered by the symbols of the royal family and looked like it had done some work, but we didn't have enough information and we didn't pick up anything to really be significant. So nothing really came of it. Ilaria, Poogie, and someone else, Lealda maybe? Lealda,
Yep.
thank you. Decided to stake out the building for a little while, for an hour or so, while everybody else went around town to look around. Rolun was off getting gifts to try and appease his 2 angry wives. And, it's never going to work, but hey, he makes the effort. And Kurtal looks around and comes up with a lead that I think was surprising, even for myself. He goes in and checks a local pawn shop when they are eventually rejoined by Ilaria, Poogie, and Lealda. And he asked if there's anything unusual in stock. After some clarification, Kurtal does find 2 things. The first thing he finds was a small set of magic scrolls, arcane scrolls, which by Lyceum rules cannot be sold to commoners and cannot be sold by commoners, especially because these were offensive spells. Very basic spells, but still offensive. The other thing we found was an umber steel dagger, which, to those who pay attention, is the material that the drow make their stuff out of, which is very powerful and very potent when in the shadows, but when exposed to daylight, it becomes fragile. And so far we have only seen it on drow. So we follow that lead, and it eventually leads us to the temple in the middle of town, a temple of Aristil, I think. Was it Aristil?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
The white stag.
Yes, as it is fucking always.
Well, I'm not good with Galarian lore, okay? The White Stag could have meant the temple of Barnaby Williams.
It's true.
So, we go to the temple, and we start pressing for information. And we find out that the dagger was indeed from the temple and was sold by one of the workers, brothers, whatever the term would be. Through some clever work and unfortunate circumstance, we do find out that there was a drow in the temple because of an anti-magic field that Rolun puts up. Unfortunately, the reason Rolun put up an anti-magic field is because Sollyn had been dominated by Lamrin or one of her lackeys, or possibly one of the drow. More likely Lamrin or one of her lackeys, due to the fact that he went up to Rolun and Katrina, stole their bottles of celestial water, and tried to break them. However, only managed to break one of them because he has little baby arms.
It's true.
It's true.
Arm wrestle Sollyn right now.
Cannon. One armor's baby arm. Minus 4 strength.
So, to be fair, we did get lucky. Only one of the bottles broke. The other one was just cracked and leaked slightly, but we managed to repair it. And Sollyn is, for all we know, returned to normal now. But the dominate spell was so potent that it took us all the better part of, I think, almost an hour or so to even make a scratch on it. So we're not sure. Even after Rolun did some summoning and used a creature who had a special ability to banish any evil spell or mind-controlling spell, we don't know. Also there, we met Friar Buck, I believe his name was.
Son of a bitch. Buckle.
Friar Buckle, that's right. Or Father Buckle. He was a very interesting character. He seems vaguely familiar somehow. That takes us back to the current time where we will resume the adventures of the Eclipsian Lyceum.
There was another thing.
Harpo.
What was the other thing?
No, not Harpo. Although that probably happened too. Right before we left off, we were told that Sollyn's father had gone up to the castle. And that's where we're headed next.
Well, we know that Sollyn has a father who shares the same name with an individual, another Drider who's in town. We don't know if it is his father for certain, but more likely than not it is.
Driders on the surface, probably a relatively small group. Driders on the surface with the same name as my father, probably an individual.
Maybe
To be fair, it could be somebody posing as him. You don't know. But again, with our luck, it's him, and he's not happy with your choice of career.
All right.
My parents gave their blessing when I joined the Lyceum.
Everybody, please give a slow golf clap. That was a beautiful recap. Slow down, slow down, slow down. All right. There we go. All right, quit jerking off.
I think one of the things that helped that recap a lot was the fact that you were timekeeper last time.
Yeah.
And it might actually be better just in future case, instead of having it be whoever was the fake keeper last time becomes the next timekeeper, doing the other way around.
Because they have more information, or what?
Yeah, because they had to write it all down anyway, so they'll remember about it.
Yeah, well, see, I'm going to fix that. See, that's a good point. See, I think I'm going to have the fake keeper write the summaries for the sessions. And then
I'm going to attach electric shock therapy to your keyboard, so every time you forget, I'm going to push a button and shock your ass.
Well, I'm glad I haven't been Fate Keeper in like 20 sessions.
Same here.
I could just add an extra line and do a roll for both of them, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Alright, so everybody got... How the fuck are you guys getting... Your goddamn... How could you all get fucking your goddamn exceptional student rolls? That's bullshit.
We all rolled above a 15.
Well, I
or
mean,
equal to.
that means we're gonna die. I hope you realize every time we do this,
Yes.
it doesn't end well.
I will kill you tonight.
It does not end well.
You're in the forest on a hunt with the Duke. Rocks fall, you die.
Okay. So,
Where'd they fall? In an open field.
we're at the temple.
Nothing was around.
The House of the White Stag.
Yes.
Sounds like a tavern to me, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
Because you frequently frequent gay bars. Okay.
Dude, say what you will. Gay bars make the best drinks.
If you want
And
semen,
people.
That's why they're the best.
You don't know what I do with my life.
here's a White Russian, and here's my drink.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, man, Russians are subby as shit, man.
Well, you just fucking pissed off Putin.
I'm pretty sure America existing serves to do that well enough.
Oh, he likes America. It's like the carnival that lives right outside of town.
Anyway, we are in the home of the White Stag.
Yes, home of the White Stag. The water is running down from the roof, even though it is not raining outside. Trickle, 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 trickle. Okay. Dunstan is picking up worms and eating them from the grass. Or sometimes just grass that he pretends is worms. You've turned Frizzo with your anti-magic thing into an elf, and then Brother Buck debrained him.
Yeah, so now we can't ask him questions, so there's that.
And it should be debrained, not brained. It makes no sense. That's putting brains into something. It's debrained.
You're just replacing his brains with something that's technically not a brain. Usually we will enforce trauma.
Alright. Rolun finally resolved everything by canceling his anti-magic circle, summoning a helmet, and having the helmet touch the drow in a naughty place.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay. So, the chaos and hectic. All right. The confusion of the situation has passed and settled down. Things have calmed, and now everyone feels somewhat safer.
No, we don't.
Okay. Then I take it all
He's
back.
trying to lull us into a sense of...
Okay. You have a...
Is my token on here?
Yes.
I see it.
Oh, God damn. Roll20 is just being a bitch. Sorry, continue.
Okay.
Uncle, actually, that's something we should talk about. John, are you saying you can't see your token?
There it is. It's just... I had to reload, and Roll20 is just, like, shitting the bed.
Okay. I'm only bringing that up because, Uncle, last night there was
now.
a problem during the game I was playing, is that tokens were invisible to some players. They wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
But they were visible to other players.
Yeah, that happens
Like
sometimes.
Yeah, it's... I'm only bringing it up just because if it becomes a problem, we know why.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, sometimes it's a great story. But...
Yep. Thank you, Roll20, for being reliable as a woman. Okay.
Uncle Bounce's account has been banned.
Probably by the one female employee they have to meet the minimum quota.
Dude, this is a game for tabletop RPGs. Do you think there's a woman on the team?
Yes, to meet the minimum quota, just like there's one black guy.
There's a guy in a wig.
Right, John?
I've never experienced that, but I mean, I'm sure it happens.
Alright. Okay.
Pew! Right over the head.
Speaking of tokens...
No, I got it.
There goes all of our audience.
all zero.
All 4 people. I think I'm one of them.
We are... Yeah, the players are the 4 people.
Yeah. That is the audience. That's why I don't have to worry. As long as I keep you dumbasses around, the audience isn't going anywhere.
I don't even watch them.
Well, of course you don't. You live them.
You lived them.
Okay. So, alright. Sollyn, you feel just like your old self again. You're perfectly safe, nothing to worry about. What do you do?
Awesome. We should head up to the castle if Gornari's there.
Now, this is when you say, that was really strange. Why did I want that bottle of water? Let me see it for a moment.
Let me see it for a moment, see what's wrong with it. Katrina, okay, Sollyn.
Maybe I can grapple it.
Bitch, no, it's not bottle.
I'm gonna grapple this bottle in submission.
Actually, you can do a sense motive check, Sollyn, to see if you can feel the gaze of somebody watching you from a distance.
Oh boy, sense motive, my best check.
You're saying the fence broke and the gaze got out again?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Jesus Christ. That one was good. You got me.
Alright.
I have my moments.
You feel
Come on. Fucking Roll20. What the hell?
intense eyes staring at you into your backside.
Which way am I facing?
the pond.
Away.
I feel like there's still a presence, though.
What
Someone
sort
will
of
turn around.
presence?
I'm not sure.
What's this woman's name right here? I can't get to my notes right now. I'm trying to reload.
Just by the way, I don't know if we're on the other map. I'm still on the world intro map.
Yeah, you have to reload. Yeah, I have the same issue.
You have to reload. Yeah, everybody should be on the right map.
Oh boy. I guess I'm not going to
Yeah,
do anything
that's-
for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Make sure you close your
Having
browser when you
issues, too.
reload too, because I mean, if you're going to go through all that, you might as well make sure it's reset good.
What's this woman's name that's right next to me? I forget her name.
Runhilda. Okay, Sollyn, as you turn around, you see a pair of two brown eyes just staring at you from a very wooden face.
Hello, Dunstan.
Dunstan has no expression. There is no emotion on that face. He's just staring at you and giving you the evil eye.
These are the cold dead eyes of a murderer.
Yes!
Should I kill him?
He seems to be studying you, and you think, just maybe with that sensitive roll, that he might be trying to figure out whether he should break your neck.
Dunstan don't play, bro.
So, shall we get going?
As he moves away from Dunstan. Okay.
Well, we probably shouldn't stay here.
I think we should get up to the castle.
Where shall you go? Asked Runhilda. Don't forget Runhilda is the woman. Brother Buck, or Buckle, is the ogre, and Egbert is the orc. You should be able to see the names on everybody now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't see
I don't see Brunhilde's either.
Sons of bitches! Okay,
I think this was the same problem last week too.
Fucking just close this whole fucking everything.
there he goes. Look at that, look at that. You might just
I'm
be
not
trying
sure.
to load, to not give it enough time when you load in, John.
Maybe.
Now I see her.
Well, apparently Tucker likes the character, right?
Well, yeah. I'm not sure where we'll go. I don't think we should say it out loud either.
I know where I'll go. And you should come with.
Well, that's not an ominous saying or anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brunhilde, but for all I know, you could be her.
Oh, I understand. I was just...
You did come from the direction he came from, so don't trouble.
Dunstan, stop it!
She nods. Yeah. Brother Buck is just watching Frizzo. He's poking him a few times with the stick.
Is he alive? All in bubble.
For the moment.
Oh, good. We need to question him, figure out where his compatriots are. Do you mind if we take him with us?
Do you want all of him or just his tongue?
We need all of him to ask him questions.
Zeta, is Dunstan alright?
She'll glance over at Dunstan. 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 Yeah, he's fine.
Okay,
Just, I think he's a little nervous right now. Don't make any quick movements.
Alright, I'll try.
Go.
We should go.
Yes.
Okay, well, do you want to take Frizzo, or do you want Buck to watch Frizzo while you go wherever you're going?
I think we want to take Paizo so we can question him.
Yeah,
We'll probably just kill him.
Yeah.
Honestly, we could also present him to the Duke because he wanted
That's probably
he wanted to know if there's any drow activity in Leriel, and we said,
yeah.
"Hey, look what we found."
Right.
Bring him in two drow carrying a brain dead drow.
Well, we're the good drow, right?
Well, I'm not going to carry him.
This guy could be a good drow too. He didn't attack anyone. He's just like, ah, shit.
He could be like
drow,
a
and then everybody just beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, Buck just turned around and smacked him.
Yeah.
In fact, I think he said he was supposed to be looking out for other drow.
Well, that's what happens when you dress in whiteface. Alright, so, is everybody going?
I think so, yeah. I mean,
Alrighty.
Except for Leon, but she's going to stand around and wait to meet.
Are you going to go, John, or do you need to reload a few more times?
probably.
Son of a bitch, Uncle!
What?
That's the Ron Chill token!
That cannot be possible!
It's not. I can't move her. I don't see her name. I can't move her.
Son of a bitch, are you fucking with the tokens every time I put them down?
I can't fuck with. I can't turn off my ability to see her name.
Alright.
I can't turn off my ability to be able to manipulate her. You got the wrong token.
Alright, you got it now. Alright, so Buck will tell you that he wishes a full explanation once you've resolved everything, and that you're always welcome here into the House of the White Stag, where it's always safe.
I don't say anything after he says that.
As the woods.
I think of something as he says that, and we just fucking leave.
Fuck you, Brother Buck! Fuck you,
Your mind
Brother
flashes
Buck.
back to the distant past of 4 minutes ago.
No, it's safe as in, the last time we were in Aristotle Temple where everything went to fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like I said, 4 minutes ago.
You mean like 4 minutes ago?
Yeah, always.
And Naran, obviously, but...
Naran was a lot worse.
Okay.
No shit. Creatures from heaven and hell came to do battle and then left.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah. A demon lord, an imperial lord, yeah. It was fun times. Okay. Poof.
By the way, Uncle, since I can't move my token right now, I will say that Kurtal will stick close with the group.
Well, that's a first.
Funny. But no, I'm saying that because I know that's what got Sollyn last time, is that Kyle was on his phone and decided not to move his token around.
Oh, okay.
So, just to make sure that doesn't happen.
Right. I understand. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. You guys are leaving the temple, which is
Yes.
down here. And you got Frizzo in tow. Where doth thou go?
Bro.
To the keep.
Okay.
Yeah, keep.
I see everything.
I see everything. Okay.
Gaze into the iris.
It is mid-afternoon by the time you reach the keep. And
Is there like a side entrance?
you mean other than these two side entrances?
Yeah, like, because I don't want to scare any other guests of the ball, sort of thing. I'm trying to get, like... Yeah.
Who knows? They might be into it. Hey, look what we found. Let's hit it with a stick.
When you get to the keep, the palace, you notice something. Something has changed. I would make you do a perception check to notice it, but I'm just going to say everybody auto-succeeds because your tokens aren't on the board and I don't want to wait. So, what you notice is that there are a lot more guards. And the guards are no longer in parade attire, ceremonial attire. They're back in their much more functional equipment. And there is now two at each door, and there looks like there's patrols walking around the palace.
Well, I I see my father made an impression.
You ever get the feeling you've
probably
gone off to do some errands and then you've missed something really important?
I knew we shouldn't have gone hunting, but I really have fun doing that.
Well, let's go see what's happened, I suppose.
Shall we?
Okay. You get to the front gates. Hota!
I think they're asking for you, Katrina.
Oh. That's not funny at all.
They do seem to be looking at Sollyn and then a little bit at Ilaria.
Yes. Have you seen another spider person come through recently?
You're going to need to wait here.
That's fair.
That's a yes.
We have a I'll say kind of like not completely convinced, and I'll show some of the other drow. He's posing as someone else in town.
Watch him closely.
I nod.
Will do.
Okay, they go off.
I hand him to Sollyn.
You
You've been
out,
carrying up to this point?
Probably
and
not.
then finally they come back. All right. I need your names and ranks, please.
Sollyn will look to the highest ranking cabal member.
Okay.
Just Katrina.
Katrina gives her name and rank.
And yeah, me too.
Anybody
Everyone
not
else.
give their name and rank? Okay. Everybody gives their name and rank. They check it on a piece of paper. And then they're like, well, alright, now who's that guy there? As they point to the unconscious drow.
He was posing as one Frizzo at the temple. He was an imposter. I'm not sure exactly if he's doing anything wrong, but he was obviously doing something wrong if he's posing as someone else. We uncovered his ruse. Father Buckle brained him a few times on the head, and now we're bringing him here to be interrogated.
They nod. Tell you to hold on. And then they go off and they get some manacles. They come back, put it on him. Then they tie his feet together with a rope. Tie the rope to the manacles. And then they stick a banana in his mouth.
Indeed.
Okay.
Huh, weird to find a banana this far north.
Wizard bindings.
There you go.
Benindings.
Okay. And they're like, alright, take it in. And they ask you if you got any weapons. And if so, you got to surrender your weapons.
Okay.
Sollyn will hand over the 7 rapiers he's carrying.
He will actually let you carry them into the halls and certain areas. You can take them to your rooms. But he will warn you, actually, not ask you to surrender them. He'll warn you, though, that there are very limited areas where you can go now, armed. So, you should disarm yourself once you're inside.
Understandable.
Okay, alright. You go inside. Are you looking for somewhere in particular, or are you going to your rooms? Where are you going?
Before we go in, can we ask him what happened?
Sure.
Yeah.
What is it? What's with these sudden upkeep in guards?
The Duke asked for double guards. So, twice as many guards.
Do you have any idea why the Duke asked for double guards?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me?
He reaches up and scratches, not his nose, but the middle nose piece of his helmet. As if that does anything.
Yeah.
I suppose I can. One of you came here.
Yes, and what did he do?
As in one of our number, or one of his kind?
One of the 8-legged people.
Want to make sure I wasn't being impersonated again.
Did he
That's
do
their
anything
official
uncouth?
name.
Did he do anything uncouth?
No. But he delivered a message, almost like a demand, which did not sit well with me, I tell you. He's lucky I didn't box the little whiskers right off his hind legs.
I imagine it wouldn't. What was his demand or request?
He demanded to speak to the Duke.
I see. Where did he go after I'm assuming you sent him off?
He said he'd come back in an hour.
When was this?
About an hour ago.
Hey, son, how you doing?
I look around for a spider person.
Well, hey there, kiddo. Seems like you've been getting up to some mischief over here.
My dad is a middle American.
Right. See, so he's this morning. Oh no! So he will tell you. He said he was going to come back at sunset. That's when he said he was coming back.
Oh.
Looking at the sky, is there any way we can sort of tell
if the sun is setting? I sure hope so.
The approximate time.
It was mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a couple hours.
We should head in and meet with the Duke.
I agree. Let's drop our arms off the room.
Yes.
Yeah, you do have about 3 hours or less because it is winter. The sun sets early.
Okay.
Make it fast.
Alrighty. And so they let you in. And you try to reach the Duke?
After we drop off weapons in the room real quick.
Okay.
Did I see the name of an inn when I was in the town, or a tavern or something similar?
We've stayed at one. Ilaria has. So if you asked her, she would know where one is.
Yeah, before we head in, I would ask Ilaria, is there a tavern in town that you know of?
Yes, it's around this area somewhere. I don't know where it is. I think it was in this general vicinity. This was like 30 sessions ago, so I don't really remember.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Before we go in, I'll tell the guard, or I'll ask the guard, if he comes back and we're not here, could you ask him to meet Sollyn in the insert tavern name here?
You want me to tell the Spider-Man to meet you at the creaky bed?
Yes, if we're not back here by the time he arrives. Because I'm assuming if he returns, you still won't let him in.
Damn right.
So yes, tell him Sollyn Diophan asked him to meet him at the creaky bed.
Fine.
Thank you kindly. And Sollyn will toss the guy a couple, 5 gold? Yeah, 5 gold.
Okay. Alright, and he does agree to do that. Alrighty.
Cool.
And okay. You alright there, Tuckle?
I smell food. I think my mom's cooking something. I just don't know what. It smells like pizza. Better be fucking pizza.
So you go into your rooms first?
Yeah, dropping off weapons and
Drop
stuff.
off
So
weapons and
yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't become a problem.
Poof. There is no problem.
Yeah, gonna drop off the Bloodskull Cane. Kurtal is going to keep his chakram desummoned, so it is ready to come to his hand at a moment's notice. Just in case.
Sollyn as well for his rapier.
Get your job today. It comes with 1 free rapier.
So what are you taking with you?
Got my leather armor, my robes, my cape, my veil thing, circlet, necklace.
I'm taking most everything I own in my haversack, except I had a spare rapier. It was a masterwork rapier. I'm just dropping that off.
Okay.
Got my components inside the pockets of my cloak.
I do have, I think I have some, let me double check. I think I had daggers inside my haversack in case we need them.
Sollyn's got his violin, his spell components, his robes, and his. No, he doesn't. He's not carrying around his tools.
No. I have a hand crossbow, but I didn't have any bolts for it, so I'll leave it too.
And his drow royal robes and his signet ring.
You are carrying your violin.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably like in a bag or case somewhere, like thrown across my back.
Okay.
It's not in the picture clearly because I couldn't get in there, but I'm assuming he just has sort of like a net or like like a net across his back where he can just attach things to.
Mm-hmm.
That makes any sense?
Sure.
Mhm.
Makes lots of sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
It almost makes $1.
Damn close. Alrighty. You do notice that there is 2 footmen on your floor now, and they're kind of just walking up and down the horizontal hallways, corridors.
Oh, I'm just telling you now so you don't call me on it later. I've got my bag that's small.
Yep, Kurtal has shrunk down the bag of holding with shrink items, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so you got that shrunken down again. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Are you casting that raw?
We already
No,
did
it's
that
already been
this morning.
cast. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you it's already like that.
Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Alrighty. And then you go look for the Duke. Well, it takes a while to actually find him. They won't let you into the royal area.
Yeah, I
where the
figured.
chambers are. So you have to wait, and they say that they'll meet you in court, and that they'll summon you when he's ready. It's about a half hour later. And then finally,
Did this guy we have with us ever wake up?
no.
Okay.
God, I'd be surprised if he did.
Is he alive? Let me do a heal check.
You can roll a here check for Kurtal. It's plus 17.
11. Is he alive?
Okay. Let me make some death throw checks.
I figured. No. No, he's not alive.
Alright, he's dead. Dead as a doornail.
Well, perhaps we should have patched that up.
How?
Look at... I don't know. I guess I could have used a potion on him, but I don't think that's worth it.
He's dead.
Well, we brought
At this
you
point,
back.
I probably would have realized this at the beginning of the 30 minutes that we were waiting. It's like, let's drop him off with the guards, so we're not just here with a corpse in court.
Alright, the guards will take him. They just drop him on the ground and start dragging him.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Alrighty.
Maybe we could patch that up.
And that's 30 minutes in, you guys are taken to court. There you go.
The Honorable Judge Judy presiding.
Well, I think.
They'll be
That's probably the most intimidating footman model I've ever seen. I like it.
They don't fuck
Yeah.
around here in Leriel.
Like, that's by far the most intimidating footman I've ever fucking seen.
They each have halberds and full chainmail suits, including a coif. Okay.
Fuck, my foot's itching.
And you know what? I think it's time for Dookie to be armored.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looks a bit underwhelming, like that. He looks like a prince or something.
Well,
That's his casual clothes, man.
That's his casual clothes.
No, I mean like he's got a little bit of a baby face. That's better. That's way better.
Okay. Duke Harminagald. Okay. Anytime, 420, you want to update? Thank you. Poofy.
my Firefox crashed, so I'm trying to do roll 20 again. By the way,
Oh,
Still?
congratulations.
Are you still loading in?
I was in, and then it crashed in the middle of it, and now I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Like I said, this was not a problem last night with that other game I was playing.
And by the way, this is a Duke Hermenegild's full attire when he's dressed like that.
Battle attire.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he has a crown of roots, it looks like. Okay.
Behold the king with the crown of thorns.
Alright, so you walk in, past the row of halberds and guards up to the king, where Katrina will stop and bow very eloquently. Zeta will walk up and just nod her head. Dunstan will walk up and just wave.
Yeah.
Okay. Leota will stay in the back, but she'll bow. Sugarcane will walk up. What's up, bitch? Thank God he can't talk. Rolun, how do you go up and greet the Duke and Duchess? Hurry, hurry.
Whatever Katrina does.
Alright, let me see you mimic it. You can either do a nobility check or a dexterity check.
Trina does a very elaborate ceremony. She's practiced this.
Yes.
All
So when
right.
you're mimicking, I think it's probably better to do a dexterity check.
Technically, mimicking would be a perform check.
What do you mean it'd be better? He doesn't have dexterity.
Yeah,
Exactly.
do a dexterity check. Or charisma. You can do either one. If you want to try
Alright.
to put it on with airs, you can, but if you botch, you're going to end up farting.
Are we about to watch Rolun curtsy?
Yes.
Now
He's
he
going
would
to mimic Katrina.
All right, I'm doing nobility. I'm doing
No,
nobility.
too late. You mimicked Katrina. You curtsy. And then Dunstan chuckled.
I want to do nobility. I do nobility.
Just hold the fucking thing, dude.
Sorry.
All right.
Feet.
Hey, if that was with it'd be a 4.
All right, you walk up. You tip your head down. And then you look up at him through your brows and give him some really creepy stare. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Ilaria. Nobility
I
check.
walked up and bowed.
Okay.
Nobility? Can I do a different thing other than nobility? Because I think that's a -1. Charisma? Dex?
-1.
You can do a charisma check.
Okay.
Kurtal and Sollyn, what are you guys doing?
I'm still waiting for roll 20 to load.
So I'm gonna greet him. I'm gonna roll knowledge and ability.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Sure.
if somebody could roll knowledge nobility for me, I would appreciate that.
What's your mod?
I have no idea off the top of my head. It should be like +5 or +4 with my negative.
8.
Laurie does it. Fucking net 20. God damn it.
All right. Ilaria walks up, and she looks really nice.
Always.
Okay. And Sollyn just comes on, creeping on up there. Go ahead, son. Get in front of Leota. She ain't letting you at her back.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
You
Except he
literally
is.
are.
At least I know Leriel behind you, so she can literally chop you in half if needed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that.
You're buff, but she's buff as well.
She's buff and she's got swords. No, she doesn't have swords.
No, she has her swords back.
No, she doesn't. We left our swords in the rooms.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she doesn't. Yeah. That's right.
Stop it, Dunstan! Also, I can't see his or Zeta's names.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it. Alright, well, that's alright. Okay. So, Sollyn's ability check was nice and good. You're very proper. And,
We have
Kurtal
a
was good,
problem.
too. What?
My character sheet won't turn into a new window.
Huh?
It won't turn into a window. It just stays as a handout.
Probably froze.
Let me reload roll 20.
I'm telling you, roll 20. Shit's fucked up right now.
Jeez, man.
Okay.
What is it? Okay.
Alrighty. So you go in, do your bows and all. Duke Hermenegild will, the sword sitting between the thrones. And he'll wave at you, gesture for you guys to, alright, enough. Knock it off.
Yeah, enough pleasantries. I get it.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to speak with you. But you needed to speak with me, so I shall let you go first.
Some of your guards have taken him away, but we found an imposter posing as one Paizo at the, the home of the White Stag? The house of the White,
Yep.
Yes, the house of the White Stag. He died when Father Buckle beamed him with a staff pretty hard. But his corpse is here, and we have proof that he is who you say he is.
He would not be the first one. Brother Buckle has killed.
Mad. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, yeah,
That's where Brother Buckle gets his fertilizer.
This is the problem that they're aware of.
Yeah.
Okay.
They like Brother Buckle. Well, I am
What do you
glad
need to
that
speak with
you
us
rooted
about?
out the drow. He is dead then. Do you believe there are others?
Yes, there's at least one other that we've spoken of before.
He nods.
And recent news has led us to believe there is at least another, more like myself than most drow.
That is what I wanted to speak with you about.
Yes.
We have had a visitor from Dryder. Requesting audience with me, and I have agreed to meet with him.
I'm not going to interrupt if it seems like he's going to say something, sorry.
Yeah, he's pausing for a moment, kind of fidgeting with his beers if he's trying to figure out what to say.
Sollyn will, if he feels it's not improper, interject.
Okay.
Yes, Brother Buckle mentioned this Dryder. He gave us a name, Quarrenar. We're not 100% certain, but I can say with relative certainty that this is either my father or an imposter of him, as Driders on the surface are, I've been led to believe, rather limited, and those with such a similar name, even fewer.
Is that so? He'll
Yes.
glance through the corner of his eye over at the Duchess, and she will glance at him. As
I will.
They exchange something unspoken.
I will also remind you that ever since joining the Lyceum, my duties belong to them over that of my family. Has in the event that he provides any distress or uncertainty, as my kind are like to do.
Can you tell me, what is it his attentions are?
I'm not quite sure. I wasn't even aware he was in town, and that's why we rushed back up here.
Can you tell me why he would be coming to negotiate terms?
I have no clue. When I left, we were in no way affiliated with the other drow, and from what I heard, he was going to set up a small settlement in Farron Hills to the south of here. To the distant south of here.
Perhaps that's why he came.
It's possible.
It might be that the Farron Hills held no promise and they decide to move northward and want to announce themselves to you. That being said, that is an optimistic point of view.
Yes.
He has come under a banner of truce, wishing to negotiate terms with Leriel.
The drow that was brained by Brother Buckle, that's a mouthful, said before his rather concise and quick beating that he was here to keep an eye out for other drow. we didn't get the time to ask him whether he meant us or whether he meant perhaps the drow that we're hunting. Knowing my father, I think he might be working against the drow cultists.
You believe so?
I hope so, certainly.
I hope so too. It does leave me concerned, though. He did speak of an affiliation, to which I believe he was representing. Have you heard of a rising sister?
Yes, what did he say about this?
He was here to negotiate terms on their behalf.
Sollyn will cross his arms. Then that is perhaps not good.
Perhaps is not even the word for it. It is most certainly not good.
Well,
It
we'll
sounds
see.
quite threatening. Our scouts have been reporting in all day. We've called them back and sent out double new ones. So
Anyway,
far,
y'all,
we've
I'm gonna
noticed
dip for a
anyone.
minute.
Okay. So far,
Sorry.
we've noticed no one approaching from any distance within a mile or two. They're going out farther to ensure that they could not be farther away, but we do not see any signs of any armies anywhere. So I'm not sure why he would think that we would negotiate about anything.
I'm not sure. As I said, I can only hope for the best. I'd rather not be drawn into conflict with my family, but if it must be so, then I shall.
Well, then perhaps this may not be good then. I was hoping that you would be present during the negotiation to watch for occult underhandedness.
Of course.
Would you feel uncomfortable doing this?
No, my duty is to the Lyceum.
The goblins of Kibble will be happy to help, knowing that you would be happy to help them one day in the future.
This is motive on Sollyn for he's with the Lyceum. Well, I doesn't trust him.
Sense motive on Sollyn. All right,
He-
Sollyn. Do you want to do a check to see if you resist?
No?
All right, then go ahead and reveal your motives. What's emotions is on Sollyn's face right now?
Sollyn looks somewhat troubled, though he seems somewhat set in his mind. He doesn't seem as though he's lying as far as you can tell.
Okay.
All right. And how does he feel about the current news?
Somewhat troubled. He's hoping for the best, but not expecting it.
As it is with Drow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things usually go to shit.
I already had one character take his family over to the Lyceum. The next one's gonna do something else.
Okay. So, okay. Did you guys want to discuss anything else with the Duke and Duchess?
Let me look at my notes. Oh, yeah. I'll ask. Did you get any more information about our other imposter and who it might be?
The other imposter?
Remember, he said he was going to ask around for people, like try to figure out who the main women. His fiance.
About the main women?
Yeah, like he was going to ask around to see if he could figure out.
His brother
We're asking
or
Sonny
his
even.
sons. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
He's basically trying to figure out the main people that his son sees, other than like the one person, one night stands. Sort of.
Yes, he will say that he did speak to his son after the hunt this morning in private, and his son did admit that he did spend some time with some women in town on the sly, but that he was being careful, and that especially with Bianca in town, so that she wouldn't find out. And the only thing he could find out was that apparently one of them was a seamstress, and the other was a herald.
God damn it. Wait, but just by herald, you mean herald mage or like herald like...
Herald is like cleric.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you meant like the town crier, essentially.
Did he give you information on this herald? Specifics, or just that she was a herald?
No, unfortunately, he would not tell me the deity to which she heralded, but for which she heralded. But it would be most likely someone working at the Pillar of Faith or the House of the White Stag. There are several women in the Pillar that do work there as devotees.
A nod.
There are many faiths there, so you are aware. I'm not sure if you familiarized yourself with our pillar or not.
Unfortunately, no. We haven't had enough time to. I look forward to learning all we can, though.
He nods. Okay. Alright, let's wait a second, see if Necro can make it back.
I'll go look for some food while we wait.
Alright.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yep, you can go
Give me
forage.
a second, too.
Fight us, because they're dead.
That's what you think!
Oh yeah, that. Oh, yeah, Kyle, dude, that's like rule 1 of role playing is make sure your family's dead so the DM can fuck with you with them.
Yeah, you have to be an orphan. That's right.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Always got to be an orphan, that's the rule.
Yeah, because if you have family, the DM will like turn them into zombies. Then you gotta have moral quandaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, even if you don't, I'll just invent families and say you didn't know about them.
Yeah, but then you're not obligated to care.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, Laurie probably has like a half sister or half brother. Any number of them.
Yeah.
Not only does Sollyn have family, but he's got a fucking son. So if the DM wants to fuck with me, it's right out there in the open for him.
Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty. Okay. So you're talking to Prince Herman or Duke Hermenegild, and he told you. So Necro, did you guys Necro here?
No.
No.
He never made it back to the call.
No. He just dropped out of roll 20 as well.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a while. Usually when he's gonna... Excuse me. Oh, there he is.
Ah.
Hello?
See?
Hey,
Excuse me. I was just saying
Yeah.
you might be a while. Thanks for that, Necro.
still having trouble?
Yeah, it's acting really weird.
Try downloading Chrome.
Not sure my laptop can handle it, that's the problem.
Chrome's less taxing than Firefox is.
Oh.
Because literally all it is Google. And then web browser. It has no add-ons or anything at all. Unless you put them on it.
So,
Guys, I'm wondering if it's just something with... If it's an integration with Steam, or not Steam, Skype and
no,
Firefox. It's weird.
it's something with Roll20, and I think it's something to do with the way it's handling the memory. I think it's a memory error. And,
Yeah, they just do an update on the sheet, so maybe that's fucked up or something else in the game and makes it not like Firefox.
I don't know, I'm going to give Firefox one more try, mostly because it's set up better in Chrome. Might take a while to download, all things considered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't know what your speed is, but usually it only takes like 5 minutes. So.
If that, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a pretty
I
small
exaggerate
file.
a lot, but I don't know, something funky's going on, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you, man. It's
Yeah, I had
random.
s-
It's not
Well, no.
any given moment. It's not like
Like, last night, it worked just fine. Like I said,
Uh-huh.
I was playing the other game, and no issues at all.
yeah, it's something to do with the memory. It's whenever if I'm in a like Green Mist or one of the light ones, it doesn't do anything. But in here, if it's memory intensive, it keeps crashing.
Yeah, that sounds like a Roll20 issue then. It sounds like an Eclipsian issue, honestly.
All right. I don't know what they're doing. I know Firefox is really bad with they do a lot of prefetching, and I don't know if that's
Yeah, okay,
something
this
screwed up
is
the way Roll20 is doing it, and it's clashing or what. But
this is as far as I get for the last 2 items I've tried. I get the chat on one side with the most recent activity. I get like the little layout, but I don't get the maps.
or maybe you're just not waiting long enough.
No, dude, I was waiting the entire time last time. Like when we were talking, it's just
Do you have
I don't
your turn off all your add-ons?
I don't have any add-ons aside from ad blocker.
Well, turn that shit off.
Maybe ad blockers doing some shenanigans.
Turn off everything.
All right, I'll turn it off on roll 20.
Yep, that's what I did.
All right, I'll reload the page then, see if that does anything.
Yeah, that same exact thing even happened to me on Chrome earlier. I think it's
Well,
roll
if you're
20
light on
server side.
resources anyway, I'd just turn it off if you're not going anywhere else other than roll 20 right now. And just turn it back on later. So it doesn't
Well,
even load it.
I have a few other pages open whenever we're playing. I always have like the SRD open to reference anything that we're seeing, like spells and stuff, so I can understand what's happening.
Okay. All right. So what happened while you were gone was Laria pretty much, he told everybody that they told him about the drow you guys found. He's like, good. Brother Buckles killed it. That's good. And then he told you guys about the other Drider. Apparently the other Drider came here under a banner of truce to negotiate terms with Leriel on behalf of some group called the Rising Sister.
Yeah, I heard about the tail end of that.
Okay.
Another thing is the Duke's son, the prince, whatever. Basically, the Duke found about another woman. We know about the seamstress. He told us about her, and then also a herald, either at the House of the White Stag, or at the Pillar of Faith.
Yep.
So those are other places to check.
Okay. Alrighty. And so you guys are discussing that. He also asked if you guys would oversee the meeting and help stand guard, essentially.
Was Necro here when we were talking about the meeting?
I don't believe he was. Okay. So he says that the meeting probably will not be too long. He did say that he would return at sunset. Do you need anything to prepare? And he can have one of his sergeants at arms take you down there and ahead of time and prepare. So you can find your locations or whatever your orientation you want to take.
I hate to say it, because I certainly don't want to hope the worst, but it might do us better if some of us had our weapons. Lealda especially.
He inhales slowly and then exhales through his nose. Then gives a curt nod. Yes. You can have your weapons.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, if he wasn't going to let us, I was going to be like, well, most of us are wizards anyway. They don't really need weapons that cost shit, but...
And then the doors are suddenly kicked open. They bang against the stone. Prince Hilderic storms in with his big fuzzy cloak trailing behind him, followed by two armored men at a distance. And he'll walk right up through you guys.
I'll make room for him.
He just assumes you guys will make room for him.
Oh yeah.
He goes away.
The others kind of just stop here and wait. And he immediately comes in. Father, I've heard about the Drider. You should let me speak with him. You should stay here. If he wishes to bring any form of trouble, we shall match it, and you shall be safe. No, Hilderic, to the contrary, you shall stay here, and I shall go speak with him. This is a matter of state, and you're not quite there yet. Well, Hilderic begins to argue quite fervently on this issue. And does anybody want to chime in on one side or the other on this debate?
No, this is their thing.
Yeah.
I'll probably, while there's a chance, I'll just use detect magic because there's a chance. I might as well look, see if there's any shenanigans going on. More out of boredom than anything else.
Okay.
Someone's going to keep one eye on the guards behind him.
Okay. You start checking out Hilderic.
Yep, all of these three basically.
Okay. You definitely nailed the spellcraft.
Yeah, I know exactly what their items are.
Yep. Okay. And after a long debate, Duke Hermenegild will not budge. Prince Hilderic finally surrenders with a very abrupt grousing, and then turns and stomps right through you guys right back.
Yep, I'll get up as well.
Yep.
Follow me, he commands sharply and walks out.
Kurtal's going to kind of look up. I'm going to try and participate as much as I can verbally, since my
he was not saying follow me to you, to the ones that came in with him.
No, I know.
Yep. Okay.
Kurtal's
How
going to
the
look
hell
at
do you know if you're not in roll 20?
because I can draw lines.
All right then.
How can you use the draw tool if you're not in roll 20?
That's right.
Because you're a fucking idiot.
This is true.
I'm not arguing.
Thank you for that, Tucker.
Damn it, Tucker.
That
come
wasn't
on.
me.
Yeah, you keep blaming shit on other people.
That's you.
I know it was Uncle, but it's just easier to blame you because you get mad.
Ah!
You're constantly blaming me for literally every noise that ever happens. So.
That's just as it normally is.
Okay.
You're just more fun because you get
Never
mad
is.
real quick.
So,
No, Kurtal's going to look up to the Duke and just, if I may be so bold, why are you reluctant to let the Prince do anything about what's happening? I understand not wanting him to deal with the entire issue on his own, but surely you would let him participate somehow.
he is safer here. If something happens, it is not wise for us to both be in the same location.
I understand, but I worry, and this is simply me worrying, honestly, if he will try and act on his own despite your best intentions.
No. Hilderic knows what he should and should not do. And though he challenges us, he is a respectful son.
Perhaps I worry for nothing then, but I will say this, and again, this is only after some observation, and a lot of it's drawing assumptions where there may be nothing to be concerned of. If the Drow are to be denied their council or their audience, they may seek to force the prince into action by sacrificing one of their pawns. I know the prince would not, or I understand that the prince would not deliberately disobey you, but if he should perhaps see a Drow sneaking poorly through the hallways, I would imagine that he would call the guard and try and pursue them.
Okay.
Again, this is not to speak ill of his character, this is just... We have worked enough with the Drow to know that their tactics rely on the underhanded and multi-layered.
Yes, they're sort of difficult that way.
They're bastards.
Yeah.
Okay. You got yourself a rep boost with the Duke and Duchess.
Oh, cool.
That was
Like
good.
all of us are just
I was about
Kurtal.
to-
Just Kurtal.
I was rare enough to ask you me, and then you said something intelligent, so I didn't put it in there. I was ready.
Okay.
Hey, cool. Sometimes I do have my moments. If this is being recorded, if this is being recorded, YouTube, you can quote me on this. I'm not always stupid.
You've been good this fucking game, man.
Hey, even a fucking retarded clock is right twice a day. Okay.
It is. It's half past an egg yolk.
That's right. Okay. The Duchess will say, he makes a very good point. If something would happen to get by the perimeter, then what? That is why we have guards throughout the palace. But you are right. Perhaps some of you should stay here with Hilderic. Who shall it be? Now, please split the party.
Sollyn will look at the others and say, not to try to get out of it, but I think I should be there for the meeting with my father.
Of course.
I could stay inside and be unseen and just watch and see if I see anything. And if anything happens, they won't know I'm here. And I'll be like, Shazam!
It's pretty good.
It'll be an ambush.
How long do we have until sunset about?
Because they won't see me until I attack them. You got an hour and a half till sunset.
Is that enough time to set up the blood web spell?
Nope. I'll check.
No.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think that's a several hour cast. Maybe wrong though.
Okay.
It is a 1 hour cast.
Oh. So we could.
I think it might be beneficial to us. Because doesn't that give us... I know it gives us the increase to perception and whatnot, but doesn't it allow us... if Pookie was...
Telepathy, yeah.
Yeah. Does it have to be
Only
with...
range of
Only
it.
close range, though.
Okay.
Oh.
But still, it might be more beneficial than not if we have time.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Perhaps we can go down to the meeting area, scope it out while Katrina starts the cast,
Yes.
and decide how we're going to split up there.
We might want to set up some protections in the room if we can.
No.
Good.
Maybe some way to trigger Roland's anti-magic field.
And for your assistance with this endeavor, I shall reward you. Assuming we survive, of course.
Of course.
Someone's
We'd
gonna
like to
think
be
to himself,
optimistic about the matter.
Let's not assume anything yet.
Sergeant Wilankata Bugatabak, please take them down.
That's a mouthful. Uncle, I'm still not getting in here. Like, I've gotten the kill wait command on Chrome like 4 times now.
Holy shit.
I even got that for the first time earlier tonight. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been clicking
slow
wait
for me,
every
but
time. It's just
yeah. It's I think we're
Just let it.
24, dude.
I don't know. I just think whatever they've done, they fucked something up. But
yeah, man. It might be just that the game is too big.
I
Like-
don't think so because I've already cut like a lot out. There's a lot less here than there was last session.
I think Roll20 itself is having problems because it's been taking me longer to load into than it usually does.
Yep, there's it again. I'm gonna do some cleanup on my end. Like, I'm gonna try and delete some old files that I'm not using.
Okay.
Maybe that'll do something. But in the meantime, it's just
What antivirus are you using?
I run CCleaner and Malwarebytes.
Do you have anything running continually?
No.
Okay. Well. All right. Do you have a firewall? You
Yeah.
using Windows firewall?
Yeah, typically.
Okay. I don't think that would be it. You were in, so no, it's not blocking it entirely. I don't know what the hell, man. I think it's just got some type of memory something. That's why it's taking so long.
It says their main website's been having some downtime issues today, so it might be something with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's probably all of the above: a large game and also Roll20
Yeah.
just being shit today.
Yeah, like I said, I'll hang around and try and fiddle around with my own stuff here, but I'll stay on the voice chat to participate where I can.
Okay. All right. All right. Yeah. So I'll just try to describe everything, and you can still interact. You just gotta have to use Fantasy of the Mind. See, if I was streaming this live, you could just jump in the stream and watch. But no, I don't do it because
Because that would just destroy everyone's computers.
If I wanted to, I could, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to.
Stream it now, John.
No. I don't have good enough internet for that shit.
Yeah, don't stream
Maybe-
it, John. Don't.
Like maybe 240p.
Oh my god, that would be
240p. Jesus
Yeah. I
Christ.
could probably get 360 with my internet.
Alright, now where the fuck is the map of the mappiness? Alright, map.
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna... fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna close Chrome, try it again with Firefox, see if it did anything.
Well, if Chrome did it on startup, then you know it's nothing to do with your add-ons or settings, then, because that should be a fresh install.
Yep, it was right away. Ace is just weird, man.
You can always go in and try to delete the cache for Roll20 in the app.roll20.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Although I'm worried about accidentally getting rid of my other stuff and having to fucking re-find everything and rediscover passwords I saved. Because I have done a purge on Firefox before, and it gets rid of everything. Yeah, I've cleared my cached web content recently. I've only got 18 out of usual.
Okay. And I'm trying to find what the fuck I named this map, so just hold your horses for a second.
I know Firefox just updated too, so it's not that.
Okay, it's not that. Not that. Definitely not that.
I do.
Okay.
Can't try Internet Explorer because it doesn't work with the Roll20.
I wouldn't try Internet Explorer on principle.
That's true. I mean, if
What
you're
about,
having issues
what about
with
Edge?
loading, it's the same thing.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to not see it, but I just see a black screen at the moment.
Really?
Same.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that or not. It may well be.
Really? Are you fucking shitting me?
No.
Do you not have the lighting turned on?
No, you're supposed to see a black screen.
Okay,
Okay, good.
I figured.
Okay. So, you guys are escorted out of the palace. Or here. Actually, yeah, over here. To where there's a bunch of grassy shit over here. To the grassy knoll. That means nothing. There's no symbolism there whatsoever.
Don't let
What's
him
symbolism?
don't let the Duke get an open top carriage.
That's right. Okay. You come up to an area that's closed off. It's a stone wall. You see 4 guards and a set of doors. And the wall is about 8 feet tall. And looks very thick and hardy. And solid oak with metal reinforced double doors. And the guard brings you up and brings you inside. When you step inside, you realize that it's roofless, not ruthless. And it is essentially a courtyard, essentially, or a meeting place, which essentially seems to be somewhat controlled. All right, so you guys can go on in, and you can inspect the area.
Shift pane. This map's fucking huge. Oh, they're forward.
Hold on, they're not here yet. Let me.
Pid Squire.
Yes,
And Hog Knights.
some of them are there. Yep.
Pid Squire. That's funny as shit.
Well, I just saw a Hog Knight. Where'd he go?
They're not
They
there.
all left.
Okay.
They'll be here though.
Kurtal is lagging behind.
Why are you reading?
I'm not in, so.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you, dude. Okay. You can't just
Hey,
go traipsing right through the fucking hedges. What the hell's wrong with you? Didn't you have any manners?
No.
What the hell are you
Okay,
talking about?
let me walk through the tree instead.
What the hell are you talking
You walk under the tree. Under the tree. Well, you walked right through the trunk. You can't do that either.
Right.
There's no. This bench ends here. The
Think she
trunk is
spells
here.
pet?
There's a pillar here.
See, Sollyn
There's
knows
not
what he's
much
doing.
room.
All right. There is a big 2-tier water fountain. There is no fountain. It's just water. Sitting there, stagnant.
Given the nature of the people coming to visit, it might be beneficial if we have someone up on the walls to keep an eye out.
Completely irresponsible. What if they fall off? Do you know what workman's comp would be?
If they fell off, then you're probably better off. If they can't manage to sit on a wall, they're probably not a great guard anyways.
Alright. You can sit on the wall then.
I can't. I'll have to be there for the diplomacy.
Well, look around. I'll give your recommendations to everyone. Now, the king, the duke, and duchess will stand over there by the water well. That's where they always stand, with their back against the wall. There are 3 entrances. They'll be brought in through there. Pretty much everywhere will be closed off, so where they only can come in through here.
See?
Can I go to the wall where they normally stand?
There are 4 walls, and where you mean where the Duke and Duchess will stand?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Essentially, it's a square. The north wall is where they stand. The east, south, and west have doors on them. The people will be coming through the western wall.
Yep, there's a fountain in the center and a hedge of bushes on each side of the fountain.
Yeah, I want to check the wall that they stand in front of.
Okay. Alright. And are you looking for anything in particular?
I would do a magic check, which I have plus... I detect magic. I have plus 19 to both Knowledge Arcana and Spellcraft.
Okay. La da da da. La da 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 da.
Was that a botch?
No.
Oh. That's good.
Okay. You start detecting magic and searching the area. Alright. What does anybody else want to do?
I ask... okay. Sir, I need like a shroud, or you know how platters of food come out with a cover or something? Something similar to that. Doesn't matter what it is. The idea is I'm going to make a light, and we're going to cover it with that. Drow are notoriously sensitive to bright light, and a change with like removing a shroud would blind them for a while.
From across the courtyard, someone will yell, "Possibly the reason they're visiting at sunset."
I nod.
Yes, we've sort of figured that. Well, not stupid, you know.
I don't know, just,
Well,
I need some sort of shroud. It can be anything.
Alright, we'll get you a shroud. Where are you going to put this light?
Near the Duke, so if something happens, he can just remove the shroud at his will.
How about on top of the well?
That works fine.
perhaps multiple shrouds. It's not necessarily...
It's the daylight spell, Sollyn. It is big enough.
Okay.
Corporal
Okay.
Hooper Humperdick, go get a shroud.
If you like, I can attach a web to it so I can pull it off at range.
His name
Or
is my name too.
Or Kurtal can use his mage hand ability that he enjoys doing so.
Okay.
I'll say to Katrina, perhaps you should start the blood web now, Katrina.
Yes. It'll take a while, so yeah. She's just
and
on the
I'll-
bench and starts casting.
I'll
Sugarcane
let this
stands
go.
guard.
Someone's going to scale the edge of the wall and sort of peer around, see if there's anything that looks like an obvious security threat.
Okay. They go ahead and open up the other gates for you, so if you want to look around, you can.
Yeah, I'll do a pass outside.
Are there guards stationed? I'm sorry, go on.
On the other side of the grass, you have about 10, 15, maybe 20 feet, depending on the location. Maybe up to 30, and then you usually get the stone walls of another building, nearby building.
Okay.
Either the palace or one of the other buildings. Yep.
Rolun, do you still have a casting of, what's it called? Anti-magic field.
No.
I suppose it would take too long to rope cast.
Unfortunately.
Let's see. And I'll make a perception check as I was walking the walls to see if I notice anything, any like weaknesses or places that look like they've been disturbed recently. Come on, perception, time to roll a 1. This is for the outside as I was walking the wall.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Lealda, or Poogie walked with you. Okay. Lealda is going to walk the inside of the wall. And Katrina's casting. Tucker, what are you doing?
See if I did anything.
Okay. So, rod casting. Let's see. Where's that handout? I was trying to find the handout. I can't find it. Just give me a second.
For what?
For broadcasting time.
It's just the homebrew one.
10 minutes per level.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if it's opposition, it's double.
Oh,
Yep.
it's not.
10 minutes per level plus a concentration check, which is, I think, 15 plus spell level.
So, okay.
I think it's just 10 per spell level.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll look bad.
It's not
What?
bad, but if you fail, it's a lot of wasted time.
No, not that. Not that.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, Kurtal,
Yeah, no.
you're studying very carefully the area there.
You rolled a 1.
Okay. Yeah. You rolled a 1 for your perception check, but your spellcraft and arcana were fine. You do not find anything other than there's some weeds coming up, a big clump between some of the tiled stone flooring. But otherwise, it looks fairly good shape. Okay, Ilaria, you're walking the external perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that over here, you see something lying in the ground, half obscured by the grass. And when you investigate it closer, it's some type of wooden object, and you realize that it is a it is some type of long pole, about 10 feet long, that has been slowly absorbed partway down into the ground and grown over by grass.
As what? Slowly?
Absorbed into the ground and grown over by grass.
Just for shits and giggles, I detect magic on it.
Okay, you stare at it and detect magic. Hooga booga, hooga booga. There is nothing magical with the stick.
Okay. And nothing in the area?
None that you've seen.
Yeah, I'll probably continue with detect magic as I went around.
Okay. All
And
right.
came back.
All right. All right. Tucker, were you doing anything or not?
I thought if I'm actively like having anti-magic circle like on me, do I look like I'm doing it, or do I just look like I'm standing there?
Anti-magic field is an invisible field.
Yeah,
it's not concentration.
I look like I'm doing it.
Is it? Does it have a duration or is it permanent?
Yeah.
It's duration.
Okay. So anybody that detects magic will detect an absolute void, and it will be visible to them. But otherwise, there's no, to the naked, mundane eye, there's no visible effect, and you don't have to do anything.
So, Rolun himself just stands there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Okay.
How is that different than any other moment in time?
Thank you.
You could patrol the guards.
No, I'll go ahead and start.
Ooh, that's
raw.
what Dunstan's doing. Dunstan's giving the guards the fucking shakedown.
But
Oh.
no, I'm done.
Yeah. I can't do anything. I purged all the cookies on Firefox. I tried Chrome again. I am not getting into Roll20 for some reason.
That's a shame.
Did you ever get my perception roll? No, you didn't. Son of a bitch.
Because you never rolled them.
Yeah, I did.
You just blame everything on Roll20 now. Okay,
So-
Zeta's going around studying the trees. Seeing what types of trees they are.
I'm
So-
gonna.
Yeah, by the time that the Duke and Duchess would be here, he'd be done with the spell.
Okay. So you're casting anti-magic.
This is again detect magic on all the guards.
Okay. Finally, the gates will, or you'll hear footsteps coming in. About 45, 50 minutes in. Just as the sun's starting to fall, you can't really see the sun anymore over the walls. But it's still very lit up and orange. And the Duke and Duchess will come in, followed and accompanied by a parade of hog knights. 8 in total.
Why isn't Lealda up here with us? Is she just standing there?
She's checking the walls
Oh, okay.
on the inside. Okay. So now the discussion is, yes, are you going to send anybody to watch the prince, and how are you going to split your profit?
Poogie and Kurtal are probably the best ones to go watch the prince. Kurtal can see invisible. He can use detect magic at will. Poogie's just naturally sneaky, so she can just be chilling outside the room and literally no one will fucking know.
Not to mention, if the prince does try and run off, I can phase through walls.
Yes.
Okay, so who? Kurtal and Poogie?
And maybe someone else, but definitely those two.
Okay, Kurtal. Oh my god, where's Poogie? They've got her.
You forgot Big Pete. God damn it.
No, when it
She
copies
walked
and
around.
pastes the group, it always fucking misses one person.
She was here. She's here somewhere.
She was up
You
there
had
near
her.
Ilaria earlier.
Oh, there she
Yeah,
is.
you had
In the
her.
fucking grass.
Yeah.
Damn it, Poogie, you blend in.
Yeah. Do you think
You made her
there's
sneak
anyone
skills
else?
too high.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
What did you say?
I didn't
hear.
catch your said, John.
I'm asking if do you think we should send anyone else besides just Kurtal and Poogie? I mean, there's 1.5 million guards here.
Maybe
Do we
Lealda.
really
yeah,
need the?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
When I was looking around earlier, did I notice any obvious security vaults or things that I would think as a Drider might make it easy to, knowing what I know of my family and their tendencies and techniques?
Well, you know the wall is only barely going to help. It will,
Oh yeah, it's 8 feet
because-
tall.
Yeah, it can easily be scaled in just a second or two.
I can almost look over it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm standing up on my toes, I can.
But it does prevent, just from people charging or swarming. And if you want to roll your BAB,
Okay.
I'll let that be like a military science check. If you
Okay.
want to actually see if anything alerts you to potential strategic advantages or disadvantages.
All right.
I'll do the same.
After that, could I roll knowledge Shadow City, see if I see any or notice anything specifically that might relate to that? I'm not sure if there is or will be, but what's my BAB?
No, not anything to that. Not in this case.
Let's roll it first.
Okay. And you can add your int to your BAB if you want.
Oh, then that is 21.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Zeta and Dunstan, do you want to go with Kurtal and Poogie or stay here?
Stay here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we send Lealda with Kurtal and Poogie.
I haven't fucking.
Look at all these freaking guards. Do we need a martial class? No.
No.
We are not
These
lacking
guards aren't
in
going
the
to be
marshal.
protecting the wizards. They're going to be protecting the king or the duke and duchess.
I say.
We're helping the Duke and the Duchess.
Yeah, but they're not going to be protecting us also.
Well, if we don't need a martial class, you ought to go too.
Oh!
Ooh. Anyways.
Okay.
Why was
So-
that an ooh? If we don't need a martial class, then you ought to go.
I mean, Ilaria's not a martial class. She does more magic than she does martial class.
And that's what Tucker was waiting for. Okay.
Anyways. So is any input at all about Lealda going other than, well, I don't know. And then
Yeah,
that's it.
just have her go. Have her,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Poogie's fine with that. Yeah. Come on, Lealda. We're going to kick some butt.
Yeah. Imagine we wait till the blood web is done and then we split up.
Yep.
Can I do that same roll that Sollyn did? The baby plus int?
Yes.
Since I'm militarily trained? Okay.
Yep. And your int was +3 or 4, Solid?
+4.
Okay. So
21.
Okay. And 27.
23. I already added the int.
Oh, okay. 21, 23. Okay. All right. Well, other than the fact that, obviously there's no roof, that's a danger. Anything being thrown over the walls. Since you both rolled over a 20, several things stand out to you as potential threats. This is actually a pretty secure area. The fact that they close off and control the movement in the entrance, and there's only one area for them to come in, is great. However, there is a potential for a problem. The way this is set up, getting to the Duke and Duchess is very difficult. These trees here, trees would definitely pose a threat if somebody climbed up in them, but Zeta already checked these trees here. And the bushes could be something. The biggest threat, actually, is the fact that if you need to evacuate, there is no easy exit. They are effectively trapped.
I can get him out.
Okay. That is the biggest concern that you would probably see, that, and the fact that, like I said, the walls could be scaled or something could be thrown over them. But for the most part, it's a pretty decently secured setup.
Sollyn has Dimension Door. Rolun has something similar to it.
Ilaria has Dimension Door.
Yeah. None of it will work with anti-magic.
Well, if we're standing close to Rolun.
And I can get rid of it.
Yeah, or Roland can walk away while someone grabs them and gets them out.
Okay. Well, that's what you guys realize, both of you.
Yeah,
Did they post any guards to the north of the wall?
They did not. Only at the doors, the gates. You guys would know, both from your Drow heritage, that if Drow were going to attack, they would use ambush and elevation tactics.
Yeah. Sollyn recommends they have some guards to the north of the wall and a couple sitting on the wall in the four corners. Maybe one guard sitting in each corner, a footman or something.
Okay. What, to the north?
He would say a couple decent guards, like one or two to the north, just to prevent anything coming over the wall, or at least give us advance warning. And then one guard or someone sitting in each of the four corners on top of the wall.
Mm.
So they can act as lookouts. Like here, there, down there, and there.
Okay, they're not entirely happy about it. But they're gonna
They don't have to.
There. They're going to get on up there. And, let's see. Okay. They're going to rearrange some of what they got going here.
And before they run off, let me see. I have to see what distance I have on one of my abilities.
Someone would also recommend perhaps him and Ilaria sit somewhat near the Duke and Duchess.
Yeah.
Due to their Dimension Door ability.
Mm-hmm. So this is 55.
I don't have another anti-magic, but I do have another summon monster.
That's good. How long do those last for you?
Summon monster? Like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's pretty good, but that's not gonna it's not in the span of hours, so we can't do it like before the thing and just wait.
Okay. As
Well,
we're
We
setting
can't
this up,
once I hit max level.
Yeah.
as we're setting up, I'll tell these two guards that should something happen, that to look for me, and I'll give them a signal, and I'll make like some gesture signal for them that it is okay if they jump off the wall, and they'll fall down to the floor without being harmed. They may or may not believe me, but
Yeah, they're
So-
like, yeah, we completely trust that.
Solemn's gonna tell him if something happens, make a lot of note of it as soon as you notice anything.
Okay.
Get someone down here to notice.
Okay.
I think
they-
I'll sit up on the wall up there above the Duke. I'll say to Sollyn.
What did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, they say absolutely they will. They agree to pretty much all that, except they're not going to promise to jump down.
Jump off.
Yeah. But they appreciate the idea.
And I think Ilaria and Sollyn should stand to the left
Or I
or the
can
right,
catch you.
Yeah.
respectively.
Put me up on the wall.
Oh, you want to be up on the wall?
All right. You're on the wall.
Okay.
Not Sollyn, me.
Oh, I put me up.
Where's everybody else standing?
Sollyn would be standing somewhere nearby.
I'd be by Katrina. She's casting hers. I'm casting mine. I don't know why I didn't fucking move her.
We're assuming that all that's done.
Ow. Still, you don't want to stand up the whole fucking hour.
Rolun guarding the royalty of another kingdom. Ah, fuck standing up. I'm gonna sit over here on a bench and read.
Hey. Yeah. I mean, you might move around once shit gets off, but right now, you know.
That's what we're talking about is shit kicking off.
Yeah. He means once shit actually, like, once there's already a dagger in the Duke's neck and the Duchess is chewing his
Yeah,
fucking
like
neck
that-
off.
when
no,
the people
no.
come, where will you be standing?
Where are you?
I'm on the wall.
Oh. I ain't getting up there.
No, I'm saying so I can see. Do you not see the map here? I mean,
No, I don't. It's lagging.
Well, I can't see fuck all, so.
I just put the fucking map in Skype.
Oh, no, I can see that. It's just. It's obnoxious because I've been trying this for the better part of like 45 minutes now and nothing's happening.
That's where we yeah.
I don't know what to tell
Like
you.
last. Yeah, like I'm on the thing. It says loading, critically hitting, rolled 20, and Ilaria/Uther rolled 1d20 plus 13.
mhm,
And that's it. I'm stuck on that screen. It's not letting me go past it.
mhm.
Where will the desk be standing?
Probably right down here at the bottom of the ledge here, right in front of there, looking up at them. This is like a 6-foot ledge, by the way. Or 6 inch, not 6 foot.
I was about to say.
God damn. Okay.
Then right about.
Blood web. Kazoom! Activates, and the other 3 leave. Boom. Okay.
Will, if they're not near the caster of Bloodweb, can they still communicate with each other?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Don't let Katrina down then.
it is short range from Katrina,
Gotcha.
and but intense emotions can be felt at medium range, so that's iffy. Okay. All right. So Dunstan goes into the tree. Zeta is going to stand back
Yep.
here. So they're on opposite sides. And you know what? Katrina will be over here with this guy. Oh, son of a bitch. Now mine crashed.
Here's hoping that doesn't just fucking terminate the game. I'm serious though, man. This is really weird. Like, I know I complain about my stuff being slow all the time, but it's never actually failed to load the game.
I don't know. That's got to be roll 20. I don't know.
Like, I closed all my other windows, too. And, like, all I had was the roll 20, and it just stuck there.
I don't know. Mine loaded back in. I mean, it's a little slow, but it's loading.
I've decided to move.
Okay.
Just so you know, you'll see where I am. I'm still on the wall, just in a different spot, towards where they're going to be walking in from.
Yep. Okay, I see you.
And I'm going to stealth, so I'm not noticed.
Okay. Just waiting for this to finish loading in.
How do you expect to not be noticed? You're sitting on top of the wall where they're coming in.
I don't know, man. Maybe they won't look up.
The dude's like 8 feet tall. His head is at
It's
level
on the wall.
He's gonna have to duck to come in the fucking gate.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I'm further north than I am on this, but I can't be further north and still see everything I would be able to see from the vantage point, so.
Okay. Alright. Trina's going to be over here behind the bush, standing over the hedge. And Sugarcane will be here, ready to whoop some ass at a moment's notice.
I'm actually standing here,
Okay. Where? Okay. Boom.
where the mark is. I can't see what's on the outside like I would be able to. That's why I was where it was.
Alright. Okay. And you guys all wait. And wait. As it gets a little darker and falls into dusk. Then one of the a foot soldier comes in, hustles in, hustle, 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 hustle. Comes through the door. Your Majesty, the Spider-Man approaches. And Duke Minigale nods. And that is the shitty Duke Minigale token, but I really don't feel like changing it. But I should. Okay. And, okay. Is there anything else you guys want to prepare or do before the shit hits the fan here?
Oh shit. Oh, okay. You're swapping out the token.
Oh.
The Duke didn't just get sucked through the wall.
Just to be clear, I told the Duke when he came in, after I got the shroud, there's somewhere in this general area, like a rock or something with daylight cast on it. And we covered it with the shroud, so if shit is fan, he should just take that off. It'll blind any drow that isn't warded against light.
Okay.
Yep, and I have cast Penumbra on myself.
And I will make mention of why I'm sitting here.
What are you doing there? Are you wiping your ass? Or?
No, I'm going to tell them that if shit does hit the fan, something bad happens, anti-magic near me will immediately fizzle.
That is a 10-foot radius?
10-foot radius.
And you already have it active?
Yes, and it will be active for like 2 hours.
Okay.
Can you teleport into an anti-magic zone?
Yes.
No.
You can't.
I imagine that if you tried, it would end poorly.
Yes, it would.
You'd be shunted.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Okay.
I don't know how much, but you'd definitely be shunted, because the location is not there.
Can I teleport into the air 10 feet above Rolun?
You can, sure. Yeah, as long as it's not in the zone. It's a sphere. So.
Okay.
Alright. So now, Sollyn, are you on the wall, or are you just standing there next to them?
I'm staying there next to the Duke.
Alright, they're going to make you give them a little more clearance, so you don't steal their style.
Excuse you. You see these Drow Royal Assassin robes?
Assassin robes.
Move over a little bit. You're stealing my style. Okay. And then the guard comes back a few moments later and says, "He's almost here. He's coming now. Down the alley. He's on the grass."
I have detect magic ready, so when they come into view, I'll start spending the time to get all that I can from them.
You know something I noticed? Every time this fucker crashes for me, it puts in my handout section, it puts my username in the search every single time I come back. So it's searching for Uncle Bounce. I don't know if that means anything or not, but it's every time. That's weird.
It might.
That'd be what's causing it to crash somehow. Some weird bug.
Because you cannot fucking possibly handle me. Alright, anyway. Okay. Ilaria, you see him first. A very large drider. I don't have a description for him because somebody didn't bother to write one.
I didn't think we'd be running into him this soon.
Okay. But what you do see is, okay. You see a large drider approaching. Short, white hair, dark skin, and scarlet ruby eyes. He is adorned in full drider armor, even over his legs, of scale mail.
Brutal.
And he has a sheath on each side of his hip of some type of one-handed but full-length, slightly curved, probably one-sided blade. Okay. And he's very large and imposing compared to everybody else in the vicinity. Okay. He simply walks down there by himself. The guards will look at him. He looks at them. He make a hide check if you don't want him to notice you.
I did 25.
Okay. Okay. As far as you can tell, he doesn't seem to notice you as he looks around, watching the guards, and he walks on in. As he enters, everybody can see him. Okay.
When he sees me here, I'm gonna try and get a sense of what does he seem surprised, etc.
There you go. When
This looks like a great father figure.
Yeah. Quite muscular. And old. Ilaria, that's one of the things you'll notice. Is that he is certainly an older elf.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he looks like he's 49.
Oh god, he's fucking ancient.
Or older.
Yeah.
Okay. He has not spotted you yet, actually. He's instead looking at everybody. The guards, and then he looks at these people who are not guards. Then he'll slowly walk and start coming over here. His legs will skitter and clank upon the ground, clatter of the stone. Okay.
Did I catch any magic auras off of him as he was walking up?
Yes, you did. In fact, you detected, while you're concentrating on him, you detected multiple magic auras. One from each of his weapons, moderate. Actually, I'm not used to using the new system yet, but it's moderate, essentially. Both weapons, as well as his entire armored body. His armor.
Okay. What class? What?
Okay. Hold on. Let me check.
Okay.
Okay. So, Evocation on one of the sabers. On the other one, it is, I think... I'm double checking what school that is. What the hell? Anyway, even the SRD's acting funky. Wish they'd get their shit fixed. Okay?
I guess that's the game tonight, guys.
God damn, everything. Very strong abjuration emanating from his armor. And conjuration emanating from his other saber. Okay? You also notice that he does have 2 flasks on his belt. Fortunately, you're not picking up anything from inside the opaque ceramic containers.
Gotcha.
He actually has 3. Sorry, not 2. 3. Okay. Alrighty. Very good. Alright. And he'll turn and look at everyone. And that when he gets to this point, this is when he'll notice Sollyn. And he pauses. And let's see if anybody's within range to do a decent perception check. Okay. Anybody, you can do a sense motive check, roller. Or perception. Perception will have a off-topic penalty. Sollyn, you can try it, but you're going to have the same plus a distance penalty.
Holy shit!
Same thing, Ilaria. Alright, Rolun.
Which one are you rolling, Ilaria?
This is motive. He seems like an angry guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Necro, you ought to check and see if you have any trouble streaming something on high definition from like a video site. Just see
I
if-
tried. Like, I can pull up a YouTube thing, but I've never had any trouble. I've always pumped it at 720.
Yeah, but you didn't have any trouble with Roll20 until this evening either.
Yeah, I'll see if it does anything.
Just seeing, because maybe it's a connection issue or something. You know, your actual internet connection is just taking that long to download all the shit.
Yeah, maybe the hub near you that you're piggybacking off of has shut the bed.
I mean, you've been in Skype. I mean, so far it seems like you're better off than John, but we never know. Okay. So, anybody that rolled 20 or higher on Sense Motive, or nobody else got high enough with Perception, or sorry, 15 or higher Sense Motive, 20 or higher with Perception, but you already got a penalty, Sollyn, and you still got it, actually, even with the range. Okay. You will notice definite, his eyes slightly widen, giving away very controlled, but you do detect surprise on his face when he sees you. Then his brows kind of pull down with reaffirmed grim determination as he marches on forward right up to the Hog Knights and past them.
Okay.
Taking up the entire area. He steps forward, puts his front 2 legs onto the stone bench, and then dips his head downward. The heavy scales hanging on his body. Make this bony when he moves, his bottom half, this bony grinding sound, this real dull, muted grinding sound as the metal rubs, the scales of the metal rubs against the chitin of his body. Oh. Now, did you have a way you wanted his name to be pronounced, Sollyn?
Coronar? I used a random name generator to get it. But...
Oh yeah, random name generators.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm actually going to do... Okay. Cornor Diophan, Patriarch of the Diophan House. I have come to negotiate terms with the Duke and Sovereign of Leriel. Well, that's when the Duke and the Duchess will break up. They were kind of huddling back there, just acting like all nonchalant. La 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 la. And then they turn, like, oh yeah, let's have a conversation. They walk up and stand, one on each side of this little wall of water with a very conspicuous tarp over top it.
Yeah. Fucking YouTubers are going just fine.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Try to get in there and delete the cache. Make sure you delete the individual cookies and cache for both app
Oh yeah,
Roll20 and Roll20. There's 2 of them.
I wiped every cookie in my Firefox thing out. It is gone.
What about your cache?
That's out too. I emptied that out.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Just load in, I guess, and just let it load. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to get in with either browser. To me, that sounds like a connection issue. I'd check your antivirus or run it and make sure you don't have malware or something.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
It's not finding anything.
Okay. I am Duke Hermenegild. You are standing with the Duchess, my wife, and the great Hog Knights of Leriel. What sort of negotiation are you presenting? Is this a threat? Just so you know, the mightiest empires of this land have ever regretted threatening Leriel. We are not from this land. What are your terms? The terms are simple. You will cede. You will cede. Hold on, I fucking need the map. La da 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 da.
All this time to plan.
Hey, you shut the fuck up.
You can't say shit, Tucker.
Yeah, I know, and I did my shit.
Oh,
You
it's
know,
my
can,
turn.
he's
What
just
am I
a
gonna
hypocrite.
summon? Let's look at the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your
Right.
turn, when you had everyone else's turn to figure it out.
Yeah.
No, like I said, Tucker can say shit. That's just being a hypocrite.
It's just Tucker being
It's true.
Tucker.
It's true.
You will cede your eastern lands from the Urvir River to the Atici River, from the northern river to the foothills of the Arishan Mountains. 2. The City of Shadows, the sister of... Fuck me. Larry, do
Odistica.
you remember the... Thank you.
Odistica.
Sister's capital of Odistica. Or you will lose it. And everyone who lives there. These are interesting negotiations. Is this how it works where you're from? You walk in and you threaten and you intimidate and people cower to who or what you are. Do you know who stands beside you? Any one of those knights could cut you in half. We have met elves like you before. We have lived with elves for centuries. We are not afraid or impressed. We are much harder than the elves on the surface. I assure you. We do not cry when a deer breaks its leg. Neither do we. You want to see who is more savage? We shall see. These terms are rejected wholly. You may leave. I assure you, you will regret if you do not negotiate here. I have come to offer this as a gift to you. Your gift is wanting. Quarnar Diophan is your name. I have not heard of your family. They are not special here. Your name means nothing, and so do you. You will be able to leave peacefully this city. At that point, you will not be welcome here, and we will kill you on sight. I expected nothing less. And Quarnar will glance over at Sollyn. And then back to Duke Hermenegild. And then over to the Duchess. He will shift slightly. And his bones will creak a little bit. Yeah, baby.
Real subtle.
Yeah, ready in action to counter. Duchess,
Gesundheit, whoever that was.
are you sure you do not wish to reconsider on your husband's behalf? I would hate for you to lose family because of hasty decisions. My husband knows the proper course. And I must tell you, Quarnar, we have been threatened by many nations here, even in my lifetime, which I am sure is much shorter than yours. And in that short, meager lifetime, I have seen opponents far more impressive. Quarnar smiles and tips his head respectfully. So be it then. The warning has been issued, the gift has been offered. Both have been rejected. What comes to Leriel now is no fault but your own. Death could have been avoided here. Now, it will be the only thing that grows in these cold lands.
Why are people from the Underdark so overdramatic?
Okay. Yeah, it's under Spellbook's Katrina.
I saw blood scrying, but... Oh, Spellbook's Katrina, I see.
Yeah, it's a spell, not a ritual.
Okay.
Okay.
Why can't a villain just be like, alright?
Okay.
I was just making sure that this...
Alright, ready in action. Did anybody want to do or say anything up to this point?
Poogie, Lealda, and Kurtal are currently off on to the side, right?
You're watching
yes,
the
they're off to the
prince.
side, yes. Uh-huh.
Like we're
go to
somewhere
you
else.
In just a minute.
I'm just making sure that I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
I'm just making sure that blood bond wouldn't affect us in any way, or him in any way, because technically me and him share a blood bond of sorts.
That's a good question. Fortunately, that sort of testing was never done.
Well, he wasn't present during the casting, so I don't know.
Correct.
Okay.
They have to accept it when it's casted, so unless he was there, nobody saw him. Which was unlikely.
How hard would it
Very
be
unlucky.
to fucking not see him?
Even if
Well-
he was fucking invisible. 8 legs.
Shut up. Solin's very sneaky, even though he's large and has 8 legs.
Anyways.
Okay. Alright. So nobody's going to see or do anything? Or say anything?
Would it be appropriate for Solin to speak, or would that be a major faux pas?
It would be inappropriate, but it would, it wouldn't be, offensive necessarily, depending on what you say.
Sollyn would likely say something along the lines of, assuming he didn't think it would be offensive to the Duke or Duchess, since when do they often subjugate themselves? And I come from the Eastern Shelf, right?
Correct.
In the manner of which the elves on the Western Shelf do.
Quarnar will shift his gaze squarely right onto you. Now you have 4 sets of eyes on you.
God damn it, Dunstan! Stop it.
That's beautiful.
4 sets of eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when do the Eastern ones subjugate themselves like
Since
what?
when does Clan often subjugate itself in the same manner that I basically want to say, why you listen to women, but without offending the Duchess, or essentially why are you listening to these women who you fought so hard to gain independence from?
Okay. Very good.
That's what I'm implying, essentially.
What is your name, Drider?
So, that's indicative.
Okay. Short range. Fortunately, you are outside Bloodweb. By the way.
Does it ping from person to person?
It centers around the focal point, and that is Katrina. Katrina, however, will say to you and Zeta, Rolun.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Isn't that... Is that not Sollyn's father?
Wait,
Head.
actually, I wouldn't get that. I'm in a fucking anti-magic circle.
Oh,
So
no,
is
you
Katrina.
shut her down. Well, you fucking shut down her... Alright, you know
she would
what?
have backed up.
She
like
wouldn't have
half a
stood
step.
there then. You know what? She's going to stand
Yeah.
down here. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, that's further away from everybody. Where the fuck would she have stood then?
She
Right.
probably,
She
she
stood
probably
like
would
half
have
a
stood.
step away.
Right here, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright, so,
I'm just sitting here.
alright, so she's talking to Zeta, and no player knows. Okay. Continue on, Sollyn.
Can I do a sense motive to see if he's being serious or if he's...
Sure.
Come on, spider brain, don't fail me now. Spidey sense.
It is your father. I don't know.
Yeah, I do-
Supposedly your father.
I do know my
Yeah.
father rather well.
Do you?
I knew him for 100 or so years, 120, 130 years. So
Were you close with him?
yeah, for the most part,
Oh, yeah.
as close as you can be with a relatively asshole-ish
Yeah.
Drider father.
Okay.
I killed people for him.
Well, everybody's done that. Okay.
Well, yeah, but because, you know,
His face is hard as onyx and unreadable. And not that onyx is necessarily very hard. Yeah, actually, it kind of is. Just brittle.
Uncle, how much of his token would I have to overlap with the anti-magic field for it to affect
You
him?
have to reach the center. Now, technically, any part of it you overlap would deactivate anything in that range, but the center would be to stop him from casting magic. All right, and AFK 1 second. While Sollyn's thinking what he wants to respond here.
It's good news, but I have news.
News. Let us hear the good news.
I am, at the very least, I think, in the game.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I am hearing music.
Okay, that's good.
And I am at the top of the screen with the gray hatch background that the maps have.
It just hasn't loaded the pictures yet.
Yeah, it might be because my token's not on the map, or maybe I just can't find it.
your token isn't on the map.
Oh yeah, your token isn't on the map. In fact, here, let me drop you where your token's at.
Well,
And,
try just giving me sight on somebody that's on the active map right now, and I want to make sure it's working.
Yeah, instead of okay.
Yeah, because if it's not working, then I'm not going to try and hunt my token down.
Okay, there you go.
Shift pinged. Uncle, do I recognize his armor or weapons? Are they things I've seen him with before?
Yes, they are.
So they are his.
Yes.
My earlier sense motive, or my earlier perception, did that indicate any oddities at the time?
Mm.
Well, I'll be damned. It is working. I don't know.
Because that one's more visual. Okay.
All right, so I think I figured out what it was, Uncle.
What was it?
I have malware bytes, the anti-malware software,
Uh-huh.
and I had thought for a long time now that I had it set up to scan my computer automatically and isolate, then get rid of any malware products.
Mm-hmm.
And I just opened it up for the first time, and the database, it has been doing it automatically, but the database hasn't been updated in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I never set it up for automatic updates. So it's been doing its job, but it's been getting rid of old stuff that's probably so outdated.
Yeah. I've got malware bytes as well, and
Yeah.
if you don't have the paid version, which I don't, it's a real pain in the rear.
Okay.
Yeah, because the paid version is like $40 a month.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay. Well, at least you're in here now. That's cool.
Well, let's hold off judgment on that, because I'm still lagging real hard. Like, I cannot move the map at all.
Yeah, hopefully that'll settle down after a while.
Yeah, just go to. It's probably still loading shit. This is an intense map anyway, so. Okay.
Yeah, it's got that grass texture that really fucks with everyone.
Well, it's also
big. It's got
because...
a lot of shit off the scenes you can't see.
Well,
Yeah.
it's also because in another window, I think, I am trying to re-get into my usual site, so I'm putting in passwords and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would close all tabs at Roll20.
Is
Alright.
is John and Tucker back?
I'm back.
I never left.
Okay. Yeah, John, I think you were going when I said it earlier. You would both know, because Sollyn has mentioned it before. He has said that he is the only caster in his family. Everyone else was not a caster, aside from his late wife.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
if this is Quarnar, he shouldn't be able to cast, though, magic items aside.
Okay.
Sollyn, in response, would try to grab his attention, or not grab his attention, but he would sort of step forwards, maybe like, not a full like 5 feet, but like half a step or so, and say, I might ask you the same question. The Quarnar Diophan I've heard of doesn't bow down to weaker folk like those of the Shadow City, or those of the Sister City.
You know me then. Whomever you are, Drider, know that Quarnar Diophan bows to no one. He knows exactly what he is doing, and you would do wise to stay out of my way.
That hardly seems likely.
So, is Rolun gonna enact his master plan?
Oh my god, there's a master plan from the dwarf?
Well, I'm trying. Well, if it doesn't work, then he would have to like say something to not look like an idiot. So try and think of what he'd say.
Okay, so Roland runs, grabs Quarnar by his ankles and says, "Give me your money! Give me your money!"
Just shakes him.
I mean, that is unexpected enough to probably do the trick.
That's Roland's backup master plan, right? What is your primary master plan?
Well, my master plan. Son of a bitch! Why do you have to say anything? I'm trying to think here.
Because if he didn't, you wouldn't do it.
The plan is for Roland to like approach and like try and say something, and then him get close enough to Coronar, and if he's either A, mind controlled, or B, being impersonated, whatever magic's on him would go away.
You could also just like meander around to where he has to lead from.
You could say, may I approach the Duke and Duchess, and then walk up there next to him.
Well, no, everyone's being like dead still. I'm just the
Okay.
only one that's moving. I'm gonna look stupid.
Alright, well, back in
That's why you
character.
could just say, may I approach the Duke and Duchess?
Yeah, the douche and
Approach
duckus.
the douche.
Can
No.
I approach the douche and duckus, please?
Oh.
That sounds very
chill.
German. Okay.
Chill, you fuck to stay here. Do. Continue your dialogue.
Do you just start moving? Stealth check, please, at a -10.
Sollyn did sort of step forwards. What was the last thing he said, Sollyn? Sorry.
I'm not trying to. Well, I guess I.
He essentially says that he bows to no one, and whomever you are, you would do wise to stay out of my way. I assure you, I know exactly what I'm doing, essentially, or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, no, I'm not gonna do stealth. I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Just fucking walk.
He's gonna do perform dance.
I am walking. I didn't say I'm stealthy. I just said I'm walking.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Where is it?
Just said he wanted to do it for right here.
As soon as you start moving, Quarnar turns and kind of glances at you over his shoulder. He doesn't turn. Turns his head.
If Sollyn sees this, he's gonna try and grab Quarnar's attention again.
Okay. Then he'll look back. He's not staring at any one location for long.
Yeah. Why have you and your ilk come to the surface, Diophan?
To raise the sister and usher in a new era of drow supremacy.
Well, at least he's straightforward about it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
When we are finished conquering the surface, we will hold a place of honor for those who were loyal. The rest shall be sacrificed to bring us extra planar prosperity.
In most places, drow have never been kind to driders.
The new god appreciates the strength that is Drider.
It's wise of him in many states. Is Rolun still moving down there?
No, he's still.
Okay. He's just jumping. Yeah, this bench isn't comfy anymore.
Duke Kaminagil will look at you, Sollyn, then back. We do not need to issue any more threats. If that is all you've come here to do, then I believe this conversation is over. In fact, you should not have wasted your time coming here at all. I prefer to always give my prey a chance to be wise. Rarely is it appreciated.
Probably because you're a major douche.
Well, just so you know, we offer no such grace to our enemies. Quartar nods, then looks at you, Sollyn, nods again, and kind of narrows his eyes a little bit, and then turns, steps right up into the face of this Hog Knight, looks at them. His body spans the width of their three broad shoulders. He kind of stretches a little bit, sizing them up, looking down upon them. The Hog Knight just stares right back with his nose that's bent at like 80 degrees. Got a problem. And then Quarnar would turn, start walking, look at Rolun.
All right, Otto. If he comes near me, he's going to anti-magic.
He's gonna get anti-magicked!
Roland's just standing there with his arms crossed, and he's just looking like he belongs there, even though he obviously doesn't.
Hey, Uncle, do me a favor and shift ping me to, like, up by the Duke.
Okay.
What the fuck? Why is he that big? Oh.
Yeah.
Don't you put your square? Oh, thank you for putting that square.
You could just go into your token and just say 10 feet aura.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Oh, there goes
Was
John.
that son of a bitch, John?
I don't know what the fuck is
Okay.
going on here.
Oh fuck!
Oh my god.
That's not how fucking circles work. Look at this. This is 15. That's 10. That's 10.
There we go. For the love of God, don't be lazy. Go into your fucking token.
Crumbs, hang on.
Okay, like, it's not moving me over to the shift ping. I can just scrolling up and down.
Stop scrolling. I'll ping you again.
Yeah, okay. Not touching anything. Do it.
Okay.
John, is that you?
Yeah, it's not letting. It's not moving me over there. Like, I'm centered underneath the 2-footman next to Ilaria right now.
I don't say. Maybe you need to zoom in a little more. So, alright. Kurtal will walk over here. And walk up there.
Did anything happen?
Yes. He accidentally broke a branch on the bush.
Did his magic items turn off?
If they did, it was too brief for you to notice.
I think my computer is about to restart.
Jesus.
Are you fucking serious? Son of a...
And now John lost connection too.
No, I'm here.
Not in Roll20.
I should be coming back soon then.
Jesus.
Okay. He's walking through the door, Ilaria. Does Ilaria do anything?
I'm tempted to say something.
Win.
Okay.
It's like I need to find a name before I say it.
I love how your fucking Did I Disconnect for you always shows up after you've returned.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I have, because sometimes people just stop talking suddenly, and I don't know if I've disconnected or people just stop talking.
Right. I understand.
I have to find... What's that damn woman's name? Marta Lenosa, I think it is.
So you sit straddling the fucking gate are just gonna shout down at him?
Well, she's
Yeah,
actually
I'm thinking
like
about it,
2 feet
I'm
away.
Stop,
Yeah,
Spidey.
I'm saying... Tell... What's the Belvernice woman's name? It's Marta Lenosa, right?
Yeah.
Or am I mistaken? Do I do that?
Oh no, do you?
Let's do a wisdom check. See how spiteful she's feeling.
Do it,
Please,
be a spiteful
God, no.
bitch.
Okay, she thinks better of it. DC
What?
was
No,
15.
Do it.
DC was 15.
This guy is...
If it was, in someone else's court, then she definitely would do it. But she doesn't want to be disrespectful to the Duke.
That's fair.
And are you watching him walk out?
Yeah, I'm still watching him still have Detect Magic on him, as I did the entire time.
Yep. And he walks out. Stops here. Snaps his head to the side, and goes. One of the guards makes him jump. And then turns and keeps walking. You better watch it, Spidey. I squash people like you every morning. He just keeps walking. Until he is
If
gone.
I was really ballsy, I would have tried to, toss a leaf towards him to get stuck on him so we could scry him. That's
If you're really
a little
ballsy,
too
you would have
much.
jumped on his back and went, yeehaw! Okay.
There's no one coming from the other places that I should be able to see, right? To
None
north,
that you saw.
nothing. Okay.
And it's quiet. Duke Kamenigout holds up his hand to essentially tell everybody to wait. As he waits until for almost a full minute after he's left. And then he'll put his hand down and turn immediately on Sollyn. Did you know that man?
For all intents and purposes, that man looked like my father. Though I would assume if it was, he would recognize me.
And do you know why your father would be bringing precursors of war to me?
No, my father wouldn't be. The elves of the Shadow City where I come from don't get along with the ilk who would populate the sister city. Nor would they bend the knees to them.
He nods and quickly walks up to this guy and immediately starts giving orders to telling them to send out a dozen more scouts, send them to each town and village to report in. Have each of them send out scouts, keep scouts locally, and have a messenger on standby, immediately ready to ride to Leriel if they notice anything at any of the towns. Oh. And he starts giving directions to people. Meanwhile, you guys are. What are you guys doing after the fact? You guys gonna like chase after the Drider and fuck with him? You know, throw little pebbles at him or something? Or
No. I stay on the wall for the minute or so that we're waiting. Then I come down and get to the rest of them, and come to the Duke. Near the Duke, I'll let him continue doing his stuff and talk to the rest of the cabal. Perhaps we should. I'm just assuming we're together because I'm not going to wait for you to bring your movie tokens.
We can telepathy, by the way, so we might want to do that just as a general rule.
Okay, then yeah, we'll do that just so we're not talking over the Duke.
okay.
We might want to make our way towards the keep. There was a threat on the Duchess's family.
Yes.
Oh,
In a
actually, one second, and I'll just go to. Is the Duchess doing anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Then I'll call over. Duchess, may I have a moment?
She nods. And the Duke's still giving out orders, but he does nod and say that well, at least you sent people to into the keep, the palace, to protect them. And but he does send a Hog Knight off, 2 of them actually, to find and make sure his son is safe.
Yeah, I just come to. Duchess, would there be anyone other than your son that you think he was threatening with that quip about family members?
I have a brother, and that is all. He has a child. But I do not see how that would benefit him, other than to cause me distress.
And where does his brother live?
He lives in East Bluff.
Oh, so a ways. Not.
She nods. And it is not easy travel. There are only a few passes there, and they are usually patrolled heavily.
Thank you. I'll look around and come back to the party.
Okay. Everybody kind of collects for the most part. And,
I think we should go see where Kurtal is.
Okay. Rolun? Sollyn?
yes. I
Or
think.
should we wait for the Duke to be done giving orders and go with him back? He may be ambushed in the way.
Absolutely. Never be too careful these times.
Yes.
If you want, I can I could go check on Kurtal.
We should go as a group. Take it from me.
Did we know where Kurtal and Poogie and them were going to be staying in general?
Where would Kurtal and Poogie think? Now, I'm assuming Kurtal and Poogie and them are just going to follow and stick with the prince. Necro?
Necro's not here.
What the
Yes,
fuck
they
happened
would,
there?
probably.
Yeah, I imagine because that's what they're
Never come
doing
back
is
yet?
watching the prince.
No, we never come back.
God damn, it must take his computer 20 hours to fucking reboot.
Yeah, it's shitty. He tells us that like every day.
It's got fucking 12 years of malware on it. Okay.
So you decide, Mr. Poogie, and
Alright, well, I'm assuming
we
they
all
follow
do.
the prince around because that was their job, and they're probably not going to tell the prince what to do.
Yes, yeah, I wouldn't know where to. I was thinking we could, I could dimension door, or someone could dimension door to where we don't know where they would be. So,
No, you would not. So,
so it wouldn't really be a good idea because then basically someone would just be dimension dooring away to be alone.
Does anybody try to dimension door, or are you just going to wait and go back with the Duke and Duchess as soon as they're done?
I think we should wait. Soul would also bring up, once again in telepathy, once we're done in Leriel, I would like to visit Farin Hills. I've mentioned it before to get us extra information on this threat, but I think it could also clear some questions, should they not be cleared up at that time.
I agree.
Farin Hills, that's where your family is.
Supposedly, yes. That's where they told me they would be in the letters. I'm not sure what to think of that man that came in then.
Was that your father?
He behaved like him in many ways, and certainly looked like him, though the lack of recognition on my part and the fact that he's submitting to female drow, no offense to those present, is is rather unlike him and my family. They spent nearly 2 decades fighting against the drow for their freedom, and ever since have been consistently fighting to maintain that freedom.
Katrina will step up close to everybody and say, so you know, I was scanning his thoughts during the conversation with the Duke. They were intermittent. They weren't reliable. I think the Drow's natural ability to suppress magic was interfering with it at times. But I do know that he was very worried that you would ruin his plans. You. And that he was hoping you would stay quiet.
Quiet about what?
I do not know.
When did he think this? When he asked me my name, or?
It was around that time, yes.
During the conversation, was suspecting that it might be some various multitude of bluff, as drow are known to do.
Sugar King
Or he's trying to...
walks up and does a little demonstration of him wobbling his legs around like a fat-ass spider, and then he just stabs and bangs, or just bangs his head against the stone wall of the fountain.
I thought it might be some form of bluff where he's trying to gain immunity of various nations towards the sister city while at the same time spreading. Did you catch any recognition in his eyes or in his mind of who I was?
No, but there was no doubt in his mind of who you were. There was no question. When he asked who you are, he was not thinking that question. He was thinking he hoped you did not interfere his plans.
Well, perhaps that was what it is, Sollyn. Let us hope.
I would like to talk to him more, though that might be difficult.
Once he is out of the city, I doubt we'll see him again.
Yes. Is there any way that we could use blood scrying with my blood to perhaps find him?
The ritual? Yes. Any blood relation will work.
I would like to do that after we finish up here,
Okay.
if it's alright with you.
Like, what the fuck is Necro doing? He's been in roll 20 now for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. Skype can take time to boot up sometimes too, but usually I would assume Roll20 takes longer.
Giving him a ring to see. Hey, it's Necro! Welcome back, Necro!
Hello.
Are you in roll 20?
I'm trying, dude.
Is it loading slowly?
It says gathering steam, and I'm not sure if it's frozen or not.
Just give it time.
Well, if it's gathering steam, that means it's defrosting.
Yeah.
But Tish.
Yeah.
To
That
summarize what
wasn't
you
funny.
missed.
That wasn't funny.
What'd you hear last, Necro?
Your dad, quote unquote, was about to pass by Rolun.
Okay.
Nothing
he passed-
happened.
Yeah, nothing happened. On his way out, he tried to scare a guard for shits and giggles. Katrina came and told us that apparently she'd been listening to his thoughts throughout, although drow spell resistance had made it difficult. And apparently he was worried that me specifically would ruin his plans somehow by speaking.
And then Sollyn put forth the idea that maybe his father was trying to make an enemy of the Shadow City, the sister city, by being an asshole and be like, we're going to attack you no matter what. Basically, like, giving information by being the bad guy.
Yeah, he's going around playing the bad guy because he's a fucking spider drow. It's what he's good at.
And he did betray some very valuable information, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a possibility.
He gave.
He
almost
said
exact
literally
location.
word for word what the plan of the fucking.
Yeah. Okay.
And it also probably means that your family is under duress.
Oh well, yeah. My family, no joke, doesn't like most other drow.
Seems to be a common theme with our little drow.
Yeah.
Drow we managed to pick up.
I mean, why else would we be on the surface?
Yeah.
Meanwhile...
Also, Necro, we're going to try blood scrying him at some point.
Shut up, cat.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, am I not allowed to tell Necro that?
Shut up!
Fuck you,
Secret
Rolun.
plans.
Fuck you, then, Tucker. Fuck you, buddy.
I'm not your guy, buddy.
Not your pal, guy.
Okay.
Man, I wonder if my dad's got extra armor like that. That shit was cool.
Okay. All right. Necro. Any luck so far? No.
I am
just
gonna
left
try
again,
and. No, I'm right here.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Just been quiet because I've been trying to figure out how I got in last time.
Could
I mean,
somebody take a picture and show him in this area?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
I don't want it. I can't do it because of the GM shit on the GM layer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
and I'll-
It's the throne room again, but I'm taking a picture now. Save as capture 3. Bam. There you
If
go.
you're using like the snippet tool, the snipping tool for like Windows or whatever,
Yeah.
you actually don't have to save it. You can just hit copy to clipboard and paste it right in Skype.
Oh man, that's much more convenient.
What the fuck do you want?
It
So
wants
I can
to
hear
eat your
the
toes.
I'm gonna eat your toes.
Okay. Alrighty. So Kurtal, you're
Hello.
following Prince Hilderic around.
I'll take your word for that.
He was stomping up and down the halls. He went to one of the outside halls, up to almost the roof, and was looking out through one of the arrow slits, watching towards the courtyard, trying to see what he could see. Watched the Drider as he walked in, and said, "Oh, that's him. I could beat him in a wrestle."
Kurtal will peek out and just sort of look at him. I don't know. He looks like he's got a few feet on you.
I don't think you could.
I hope y'all
You guys
fuckers
are
appreciate
the
that
best.
goddamn joke.
I got it.
That
It was,
hilarious.
it was good. We appreciate it.
All right, you don't know where Pookie went to. She's disappeared long ago.
I don't get the joke.
Literally, she went and Viz, and she's like, "I'm hiding. Don't look in my direction."
Don't bump into me, I'm hiding.
Yeah.
I can see her though.
Well,
Yeah.
now you can't. Okay. And then you guys came back to the courtroom as you waited, and Prince Hilderic paced back and forth incessantly. And he thought to himself all the different things. And he asked you many questions, like, what type of terms would the Drider be coming here to discuss? It has to be war or some type of threat. You wouldn't be discussing terms on mushroom shipments.
What I understand, you get more than enough of those from farther out east.
Could this have something to do with the wizards?
Depends on which ones you're talking about.
Your wizards.
Not directly.
What do you mean,
I have
not
an idea.
directly?
It seems anytime there's bad news, it involves the wizard somehow.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
Well, it's more like we get involved despite our best attempts. If I was to make a guess, based on what information I have, if he is indeed speaking on behalf of other drow or other triders, then he is likely trying to appease for some sort of alliance, or if they're arrogant enough, which I believe, rather, then surrender or ceding of the territory to from the king, or duke, my mistake, to them. Of course, they won't do anything violent in court. They'd rather rely on underhanded methods like infiltrating as a higher placed noble, poisoning, sneaking in and assassinating, probably trying to frame us, honestly, or kidnapping you, as you are the direct heir to the line.
He nods, puts his hands behind his back and considers it. Tucker, are you okay, dude?
What was wrong?
He's aggressively
You sound like
his
you're
head.
giving birth again.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I got bud bites. I'm trying to put cream.
Oh,
okay.
Keep my fucking cat from fucking with the wires. Stop moving.
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Tucker Tomlinson, everybody. Cat person.
yeah. Okay. If you want your cat, by the way, to stop biting your wires, seriously.
Stop. Just don't. I already
I'm
fixed
serious.
it.
All right, fine. Fuck you then. Be a dickwad.
All right. I will. I don't want to hear it.
Okay. Prince Hilderic will step closer to you. Moving up very close. And will look you straight in the eyes. At least the bottom two. I want you to tell me something. Honestly. No mincing the words. Is this a trouble that you brought to Leriel with your presence? Your cabal?
No. No. To our understanding, this has been in the works for a very long time now. In fact, our presence here in Leriel has likely helped to mitigate it from happening as quickly. As when we first moved up here, we discovered the people who were being replaced near Shady Barrow.
I know. I've heard those reports. I've read them. I don't just sleep with women.
I don't doubt that.
But I also know they started when you came up here. That's why I ask.
Good Prince, I don't believe they started when we got up here. They started becoming active when we got up here. If it were up to the Drow, they would probably continue with the plan they had with Shady Bower and... what was the other town? Mud Hollow?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, with Shady Bower and Mud Hollow, and slowly just replace people of importance. Why bother attacking the king when you can just control every other piece on the board? Or, even better, be every other piece on the board?
You're right. They will make a mistake. There's a reason nobody has ever wanted to go to war with Leriel. The Hog Knights do not know the definition of mercy. They think surfacers are soft. They will learn we are not. They chose the absolute worst opponent to engage.
I'm sure that you'll give them a run for their money, but I do feel this needs to be said, Prince Hilderic. Your people are fierce and noble, but do not let that cloud your judgment. The Drow have a reputation for cunning and subterfuge, not for no reason. We have what was once the wife of the migrant, who was a Drow who entrenched herself as a key figure in their community and in their politics. If it wasn't for the fact that we had ousted her, if only just barely, there's a very good chance that she would have been very easily able to replace the Duke, or the migrant, my mistake, replaced the migrant with someone else entirely or controlled his mind using drow magics. They are not a people who you fight in a battlefield. They are people fought in a courtroom and in hushed conversations.
He nods. He is correct, Your Highness, says Leota. And, like he said, I saw for myself, the drow have been here for a while. In Muddy Hollow, they were entrenched, and they had hurt people for months before we arrived, at least. I know. You're right. And he'll start pacing back and forth again. We should just...
Prince Hilderic, if I may be a little more personal with you, I understand the need to do something. You know of the Golden Panther in north of Ternuheth, yes? How he's holed up in Golgotha? When the Panther had first started his idea of New Tharda, he took over a small town or village called Menakai. That was my home before the Lyceum took me in. They killed my father and had the audacity to send me a wedding invitation for the Golden Panther and my mother. They have entrenched themselves in Golgotha, and I thought myself cunning enough and strong enough to go there myself after some personal tests to try and at least free her. And I died before getting anywhere close to Golgotha. Princess Hilderic, I understand the absolute desire to act in times of fear and uncertainty, but this needs to be measured carefully. I will not presume to be wiser than you or more capable than you, but I would like to think that my experiences can teach you before you make a more permanent mistake than I did.
I understand. And I am sorry to hear about your parents. If you help us with this situation, I assure you, I will attempt to facilitate negotiations on your behalf.
Yeah, if a Thule doesn't have their way, then I would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, that is if a Thule does not destroy them. Or the mummies of the desert. Okay. As he turns and walks back over towards this footman. Which is a footman. They're spaced roughly... can you see? Are you in or not?
Nope.
Okay. They're roughly 20 feet apart in the back near the thrones, where you saw him on the picture. He's kind of walked over to the right one, and you're pretty much standing exactly where you were for the Yalda. Poogie, you have no idea where she's at, but you're pretty sure she's in the room, because every once in a while, you see something move on one of the tables, as if...
He can see invisibility.
Oh, well, you see her moving. She's moved around from table to table, smelling the flower arrangements. Okay.
Yeah, and I will say that this, I would have mentioned this, but obviously I was popping in and out all the time. While we were guarding the prince, Kurtal does have his chakram in hand. It's not like dripping with acid or anything yet, but he does have it at the ready for whatever happens.
Okay. When at the bottom, at the doors burst open with great urgency, and a footman runs in. And he is breathing heavily. He slams shut the door. And then quickly hustles down here. Your Highness, there are drow inside the palace. They're coming down the hall now. There's 3 of them. Okay.
Prince Hilderic, I suggest we hold here.
Okay.
This is a closed room. They will have to come to us.
Alright. Just so you know, you are where you're standing in that picture. That is exactly from pretty much the center of your token. That is 40 feet to the door.
Yep.
Okay. Leota will pull out her weapons and stride forward to the bottom edge of the blue marbling, and essentially stand in the middle there. The footman moves past her and up to your side, about 5 feet to your right, and about 5 feet in front of the prince.
No, Kurtal would have stopped him.
Okay. Where do you stop him at?
Like, you're saying he's passing right beside me, pretty much?
Yeah, he's walking forward. He's kind of rushing forward urgently. Yeah.
Yep. No, whatever side he tries to pass on, Kurtal will put an arm out and just, that's close enough.
He'll stop. Kind of give you a once-over, like, who the fuck are you? Okay. All right. And, Kurtal, you touch him, and the cold rings of his chainmail armor feel off. The rings actually bend when you touch them and collapse. And in the span of a fraction of a second, you realize that the entire illusion disappears and is replaced by robes.
Yeah, no, Kurtal will, as soon as he feels that, unleash one of the spells he has stored in his chakram, which is the spell Phantasmal Killer.
Not fucking around. Don't even know what the guy looks like.
If this guy is hiding, it is immediately to be assumed that it is for the worst.
It's true.
And for the sake of flavor, it will take on the image of the Imperial Lord that we saw in Naran.
Okay. The robes give way and take on the image and the long hair and the curves of a drow woman.
Yeah, no, still doing the thing.
Okay. All right. So now it will be an initiative check between the two of you to see how you respond. Who goes first? I'll roll that for you.
I appreciate that.
I think the app is actually working. I think they got that working again. So that's
Yeah, they said they hard reset it, so it should work.
Okay, I can see the fucking turn order thing, but I still can't see the map.
That is
like,
weird.
I
So
can.
it's not loading. You sure you don't have something blocked? Because it seems like you're like blocking their resources or something from loading.
I have.
Maybe you should re-download Adobe.
That might be it. Actually, there might have been an Adobe update that I just didn't do.
Download Photoshop.
Also, try
Photoshop too.
Uncle, try to just move his token like a tiny bit to see if that's part of the problem, because it does do that sometimes. So
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Update your drivers.
While you're trying to talk to us.
Did you diddle the switch?
Is it blowing the cartridge?
I have
Turn it
ad
on,
block
off again?
disabled on roll 20. Period. So.
Oh shit! Kurtal did it.
Yeah, Kurtal got first. You got 2607. She got 2109.
Okay. So, Kurtal, you beat her in the surprise round. And you got the knit. Neither of you are surprised, though. You both are acting. Everybody else is essentially surprised. In fact, Leal doesn't even look in the other direction. She's watching the door. So pretty much so is everybody else. Okay. So, I'm going to do a caster level check for you. For
That is with a +1 because of the casting from the bonded item.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait. Do you have your Mystic Theurge caster level added to your Wizard caster level?
No.
Shouldn't it be? Where are you splitting those up?
Oh, are you saying do I have it from what I gained, the arcane stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, I have that under miscellaneous for caster level.
But do you have it adding to the Wizard caster level check? Like, how many levels did you put into Wizard versus how many levels did you put into Caster? Cleric, did you define that?
I put every optional one into cleric, and the only ones that I added to wizard were when it was both.
Okay, so is that included? Because it's saying caster level check 6 for Wizard. 5 for Cleric and 4 for Mystic Theurge.
Yeah, remember you told me to take just -1 to caster level with my negative thing?
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where you put all your caster levels for Mystic Theurge. Is that included in the +6?
Yeah, I normally have +7,
Okay, alright.
but you told me to take a -1.
Because you got the negative penalty. Yep, that's right.
But also, this is from an item, so that's +1.
Okay.
So yeah, I should have +7 normally.
Okay, so you roll a
Well-
14 for your caster level check. Your spell manifests. What were you manifesting? Which illusion?
The Imperial Lord that we saw in Naran.
Okay.
What can I say? I'm feeling nostalgic.
All right. You summon the Imperial Lord of Naran. What Imperial Lord of Naran?
The one in the
No, the Crimson
the
Angel thing we saw.
Yeah.
No, it's Inferial.
Inferior. Yeah.
Is it Imperial?
Yeah, it's
an
an
Imperial.
PH.
Oh.
There's a difference.
That was it. Oh,
See, I didn't know that.
There's no
M-
PH.
either.
It's
Yeah, it is.
PY.
Pretty sure it's IMPY.
Yeah. EMPY. Imperial. So not
Yeah,
Imperial.
EMPY. Yeah,
Yep. All right.
Imperial.
So, okay, unfortunately, while it appears, it seems to have no effect on it. She doesn't even see it. Other than, well, if she does, she's completely oblivious to it and doesn't care.
Is Phantasmal Killer subject to spell resistance?
Yes, it is. I just looked.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I can see the fucking turn order thing. I just cannot see the tokens in it if there is one.
It's only you right now.
Yeah, I can see the chat. I can see the CL roll that was just done.
It's probably honestly Flash.
Okay.
I'll check to see if
'Cause-
I'm missing a flash update or something.
Yeah, because Roll20 uses Flash.
All right.
Adobe Flash, yeah.
And she immediately throws back her robes and begins casting a spell.
Well, she's right next to me, right?
Yes.
Then if she's not casting defensively, she provokes an attack of opportunity.
She's more than 5 feet away.
You remember
No.
you moved him back because...
Oh, that's right. Yes. No, you're right. Because you did stop her. So, okay.
Yeah, I physically...
That's true, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead, take an attack of opportunity.
Yes,
oh,
Uncle,
actually,
let
no,
me do
you
that,
can't. Surprise round, you can't.
Okay.
but I'm not surprised.
No, but you still can't. You only get a standard action in a surprise round. I don't think you get attacks of opportunity. Maybe you do. Anybody know for certain?
I have no
Pretty sure you
fucking clue.
do.
All right,
I'm
I'm going to
pretty
give
sure
it to you.
attacks-
Go ahead, I'll give you the attack. Let's see. Attack, melee, or is it... it attacks with your mind. Do I have to open your fucking sheet for that thing?
That's if Hand of the Apprentice is my ranged attack.
Oh, you're just doing a normal attack. Yeah, so melee. Okay.
Yeah, so it would be
Oh.
my chakram plus 1d6 for acid.
Even with flat-footed, you miss her. It deflects off the air in front of her.
Yeah, she rolled a 9. You rolled a 9, I mean.
Is that plus the right thing? It should
That's
be
totals 9.
plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's magic, it's only a 10 or 11, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so
Okay.
she begins casting a spell. You make an attack at her.
Yeah, and while I'm attacking, just Kurtal will shout, because it doesn't require any components to cast from chakram, so Kurtal will just shout out, "She's a drow!" And
Indeed.
Okay.
6 seconds, and he's not got a lot of time.
That's right.
So I'm hoping the prince caught on as soon as Kurtal tried to stop this person.
Mhm.
All right. I think he'll catch on as soon as she starts casting here.
Mhm.
Fortunately, he doesn't have his big beheader in hand. If he did, shit might turn out differently. But, okay.
Why does he have it with him, or does he just not have it, period?
He does not have it, period.
Wow, that's weird.
Or, no, he has it with him. Sorry. It's on his back.
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
this dude wrestle. Fucking jumper, bitch.
Yeah, but he doesn't get an attack round. If he had it in his hand, no, even then it's beyond reach. But,
Yeah. She's
He
like
could
15
fucking
feet
just
away.
throw it at her.
What the fuck?
All right.
If I can't hit you from over here, I'm gonna find a way to do it anyway.
All right, so you start casting a spell, or she casts a spell, and,
Spellcraft to identify, plus 19.
okay. Spellcraft to identify. You identify it as Hold Monster. Okay. And it settles upon you. I will
Will save should be plus 12.
Okay. 25.
That drop
Nice.
bitch looks like a statue, by the way.
They always do.
Yes.
Yeah, but that picture looks especially glowy.
Racist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it settles
She's a
around
Kenyan
you,
drow.
and you feel it start to take hold upon you, as if to hold you in place, but then you shake it off. Okay.
Taylor Swift up in this bitch.
Yeah. Did you just... What did you just say?
Taylor Swift up in this bitch.
It's a song.
Alright, well, she is thoroughly pissed off at this fucking hassle. Okay? So
I've heard that
time
before.
to bring in some other people here.
Oh, I was supposed to stab him with my poison dagger. Fuck you!
You're interrupting everything. Okay. Oh my god, how many people are going to go? So what was her net?
21.9.
21.07. Oh, was it 0.9?
Yeah, 0.09. So after Leelda.
After Leal. What the fuck?
She's dead.
Okay.
I can't see it, but I assume Lealda is making me proud.
Alright, you're at the start of the turn, Kurtal. What do you wish to do? You're standing right next to neck and neck with this drow woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the picture. I'm still I'm just above the middle line for the blue tile.
You're about where you are. She's like to the southeast of you, like directly southeast of you, and Prince Hilderic is a little bit farther to the east, so she has a direct line to him, but she does have to like walk through like 2 spaces of yours.
Would it be possible for me to 5-foot step so I'm out of range of an attack of opportunity, but between her and Hilderic?
Not between, but you could go straight up to where she'd have to step up next to you to reach him, but she could. I mean, you wouldn't be between, like, blocking, but you'd be adjacent between them.
I'm just... Ah, fucking hell. I wish I had memorized this before everything fucking shit itself. I have to... I'm going to the external journal and hoping I can open up Kurtal's thing so I can see what spells he has prepared.
Okay.
Oh no, it's his fucking notes.
Yeah, Kyle sent
gave
another
you an
picture.
updated picture.
I see it. Curse my ingenuity. If I can't see my own notes, then I can't